game.
You're assuming he makes the field goal.
Right.
Welcome to the Wind Up Podcast, brought to you by C4 Bad Company, Isa Cookies, and Ferrari Michelada Mix. I'm Steve Medina, along with Julio Ramirez. Jr. is en route, right?
Yeah, he should be en route.
He's en route. He had 15 hours to think about that Texan game yesterday, so hopefully he's going to join us here in a few. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Let me start off by introducing our guest to my left, the one and only Mr. Matthew Lamb. Matthew Lamb, how you doing?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
You're with Hustle, right?
Yes, we're with Hustle.
With Hustle, okay, cool. Across from Matthew Lamb, we have my friend Oscar Morales with Texas Hooks. I can't tell you with the hooks with that nice hoodie on. How you doing today, Oscar?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, did you see the U?
I did.
See, that's
I think one of those might be mine.
oh, yeah, you know what? I think so. So we're going to be without a U helmet today, Julio. And across from me, he's sporting the Little Giants. You're wearing a Sidious hat today?
Yes, sir.
So you with Sidious or who you with?
With
SBO?
Sidious.
Legends?
No,
are you guys
Sidious.
are you guys intertwined with each other? So I don't know who's who nowadays, but thanks for everybody showing up. It is a great day. We have a great topic to talk about. Select baseball free agency and what people or what parents look for when they're trying to look for a team. However, let's talk about the Astros. Nobody cares about Select right now. We're gonna get to that, but let's talk about the Astros and their cheating. Man, what do you think?
Who? Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm okay with it. And no, I'm not giving my ring back until the Patriots give all 6 of theirs back. That's how I say. When the Patriots give their rings back, Julio, then I'll proudly give back. Where's my ring at? Let me wear it now.
Right there.
I went to 3 of these games. I got 3 of them at home. So when the Patriots give all their 6 back, then I'm going to give back the Astros. So my only contention with this is, and I had a couple of discussions today with people, and I'm okay with Jim Crane firing Hinch and Jeff Luna. That's just my personal opinion. You guys can have y'all's opinion, and we're here to debate that. But I'm only saying that because Jim Crane's a businessman, all right? And one thing billionaire businessmen don't like is to be disrespected and being embarrassed or lied to, okay? So when he fires these guys, now granted, Luno and Hinch, big part of the system, right? I mean, they pretty much brought the culture into the Astros, which MLB says it's a bad culture now, but we'll talk about MLB later on. But him firing them, he has to, just for a business point. I mean, now I think the Astros are kind of like a lost leader for Crane because I know all his money is made from logistics and all that. But based on relationships that he has with other companies, sponsors, and everything, you have to make that move, Matt. You just have to. But as a fan, man, I hate it. But as a business person, you got to do it. What do you think, Oscar?
No, you're right. I mean, he has to. If not, he's going to have that, reputation,
And what, win at all costs?
Pretty much.
So what's wrong with that?
Well, I guess it was good until Fires talked, I mean, he's the one to blame.
That's true.
He deleted his Twitter account too.
Oh, did he really?
Yep.
Oh, what
It's
a
gone.
punk.
It's gone.
What a punk. Hey, you know what's funny? Well, it's not funny in all this, but not one player is going to get touched on this.
Nope.
And they're the ones who from my understanding, they're the ones who came up with the plot, right? Carlos Beltran?
They were
Behind it
And Cora.
And Cora?
Supposed.
Okay, so let's talk about Cora real quick because some of my I think he's going to get banned permanently.
I think so too.
2. So he's got the Astros. They're going to find out about the Red Sox.
The Red Sox, yeah.
Apple Watch.
Yeah. So I think he's going to get banned indefinitely. So somebody was telling me, oh, man, you can't do that. It's happened before. The GM of of the Braves got banned in 18 or 17 for manipulating the international draft and paying people under the table and all this and all that. So he got banned permanently. He can't even work in Major League Baseball anymore.
What about Pete Rose?
Man, I'm not even going to talk about Pete Rose right now, man. Listen. As a player, He should be in the Hall of Fame. But how you can't? I'm done with Pete Rose. Go ahead. He shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you, dude. But here's the reason why. Not because he's not playing. MLB has given him multiple chances to do right and get back into the good graces of the MLB, and he always shits on it.
Yeah, you're right.
In real life, in real business, you can't go around doing that. I mean, you get blackballed.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't even think he wants to be in the Hall of Fame anymore, dude. He makes more money at Vegas. Vegas signing over there in Cooperstown. He makes more money doing that. I think he loses money if he comes into the Hall of Fame. So enough about Pete Rose, unless anybody else wants to talk about it. You want to talk about him?
No, but I guess the good news is I don't think the Astros' chances for winning the World Series changed in Caesars at the sports book. So,
okay, well, that's a good one.
Nope.
That's the only thing that matters.
I think they're still tied for second.
Okay. And who's number one?
Yankees.
Oh, the Yankees? Yep. Really? And we're going to talk about the Yankees, too, and their cheating ass as well.
They haven't gotten caught.
Huh?
They haven't gotten caught.
No, they will. They will. But my thing is this, okay? So the players did all this, and Jim Crane didn't know about it? Think about it. What do you think?
I mean, you would think he knew something. I mean, those are the guys that report to him, and he's in that clubhouse often, so pretty sure he did. But
Now, as business owners, we don't know what all our employees are doing on a day-to-day basis, right? We may not know what they're doing, but we kind of have a idea what's going on. I mean, shoot, he didn't walk by and, I mean, he didn't hear the trash can being, man, they got the Astros cold-blooded, bro. I mean, I can't even defend those dudes right now, and I'm a diehard Astro fan, but the funny thing is, all these sorry-ass Ranger fans piping in on the Astros right now, man, you guys are still trash. Y'all always going to be trash. Man, leave the Astros alone, man, but it's going to be tough, man. It's, I don't know, man. I think I feel a little bad for Luno and Hinch, but not really though. I mean, they knew what was going on. But in 2015, if I told you would have to pay a fine of $5 million, lose 2 first-round draft picks, lose 2 second-round draft picks.
That's too much, in my opinion.
You think so?
I think.
Why's that?
And the $5 million?
And the $5 million.
Oh, the $5 million's a wash, man.
I
Beer's
think
gonna
2
be
years of
$12.
first round draft picks is too much.
I think so, too.
Okay. Well, the reason why I don't care about the draft picks because some of those never materialize. So you're going to save that money, but I think they're going to take the draft slot money. So now you're going to be at the third. Ooh. Just on player development, I think, yeah, that's going to be tough. But, I mean, first-round draft picks, I mean, they may work out. They may not. I don't know. I was more worried about Hinch being suspended for a year. I mean, because who's going to take a spot? That Joe Espada?
Maybe.
Well, he was up for the Giants gig. He was up for the Mets gig, I think. So he may not be a bad guy.
Man, I give him a slap. I give MLB a slap in the face and hire Beltran as the head coach.
Well, he's already with the Mets.
Yeah.
He's already with the Mets. So, and they're not gonna do anything to him because he was a player. He was a player at the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So all these dudes, hey,
So Cora could be the only one affected, huh?
man, I think Cora's gonna get it bad.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Hey, Fire just to come out and finish the job, you know? I mean,
Who? Fires?
Fires. I mean, might as well
And do what?
snitch on Cora.
Oh, yeah, he's already cinched.
I think everybody threw Cora under the bus already.
Everybody's throwing Cora under the bus, man. Poor Cora, man. But here's the deal about Beltran. Okay, so what was it, 16, 17? Everybody says Beltran's a stand-up guy. Never believe what the media tells you, i.e. Albert Pujols.
Oh.
I tell you.
Are you going to tell us the pool story?
No, I'm not going to tell you the Pujols story.
He's an ass.
I'm not going to tell you the Pujols story, but he's not a nice dude. But, yeah, man, I mean, everybody was singing the praises of Beltran, right? And just to think he's the one who came up with this whole thing and had it implemented and had the wherewithal to figure this stuff out along with other people, putting in the camera. Man, that's a lot of hard work. But shit, he wasn't playing, so he had enough time. I mean, he was DHing, so he had enough time to devise all this stuff, man. But How do you keep 26 guys quiet on it?
Hey,
Or 25?
Not only that, he wanted that ring before he retired.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
dude.
I guess as long as it's working, they go buy into the system.
So if Mike Fiers isn't a snitch, you think? What do you think, Matt? You think it ever comes out about the Astros?
What's that? What part?
About them cheating?
If
He's the
Mike,
one who
yeah,
started it.
if Mike Fiers didn't come out with it, you think it will be an ongoing still?
Maybe in 20 years. Maybe when everybody on this roster
So
is
what-
done and gone.
So what made Fiers bring it up in the first place?
He said he said that he wanted to come clean and he wanted to just clear his soul or whatever. I don't know.
He's still wearing that ring, though.
Yeah, he's not going to give it back or the money that he won with it. What they win that year? I think they won $400,000
Yeah.
just for
I think like for some.
Yeah, I think
yeah
so.
$400,000 for winning the World Series. You think he's giving that money back?
Nope.
I don't think so either. But dude, is he ever going to be able to go back into the locker room?
It'd be
You
tough.
think so?
The Japan League.
He'll be that guy walking in, be like, "Hey, we'll talk later."
Man, it's going to be tough for that dude to go into the locker room. Now, Luna, he's going to get hired again.
Oh yeah.
He's too good of a draft evaluator, and somebody always wants to win. So I think somebody's going to take a chance on him. But Hinch, I don't know, man. You think Hinch gets back?
Yeah.
As a
Yeah.
manager
He'll
or
get
as
picked-
a
yeah,
or as
he'll get
assistant?
picked up.
Think
I
so?
think he'd get picked up, yeah. There's
Okay.
a lot of bad teams out there in baseball.
Yeah, there are a lot of bad teams and a lot of bad GMs. So that's the reason why I think Luna probably will.
They might go package.
Man, that would be sweet. That'd be sweet. Hey, but you know who should get affected by all this and nobody's talking about? The Baltimore Orioles. Anybody want to know why?
Why's that?
Why?
Their GM, their assistant GM were with the Astros in 17-18. So if you're going to go get everybody,
Yeah, you have to get everybody.
you're going to get everybody, right? So those guys shouldn't be unscathed. I mean, they were right there. I mean, because from what I read, Jeff Luhnow was running a uncontrolled organization, and those guys reported to Jeff Luhnow.
So in 17, was the rule in effect about using technology to steal signs in 17? I know it was in 18.
I don't think it was in 17, but maybe I think, well, you know what? It probably is if they're going back and handing all these sanctions. But my thing is this, man. Then you got to take the Microsoft Surface Pro out of the dugout.
Yes.
Okay?
Well,
The
in
iPads
18
and
is
the
when they
Surface
started
Pros.
putting MLB officials, like they'd have somebody representing MLB in every video replay room.
Okay.
That's when they started doing that in
Okay.
18. They didn't do that in 17.
Okay. But now they have the Surface Pros in there.
Right.
So is it delayed or what? Because, I mean, we saw it prevalent this postseason. I mean, you'd go and see them, look at their at-bat.
Yeah.
You know, right after they got out. I mean, right after they made it out or struck out or whatever.
Did
So
you see?
you're gonna take those out?
Did you see Judge on that video where he was looking at his iPad and he like kind of like covered
of
it? And
course.
stuff
Yeah.
like that?
I
I'm
mean,
like, you know,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, I get that. Okay, technology is the way we're going anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're gonna have to try to combat that somehow, some way, but not by putting the Surface Pro in everybody's dugout.
Well, yeah, they're
I
not
mean-
just watching the at-bat. I mean, they're watching the sequencing. I guarantee they're watching the catcher sequencing.
Okay, but you don't think they're watching live at bat?
I
There's
don't know-
always a
I don't
road
know if
guy.
they're getting it real time. That's the thing.
Man.
Are they getting it off a broadcast or are
I'll-
they getting it off a camera they set up?
Listen, all I'm gonna say is all those guys have money.
yep.
And when you're on a major league roster, everybody wants to help you. So who's to say, unless they're just there's an MLB guy just handing out 4 Surface Pros right there that have been identified and marked as being checked, how do we know somebody's not really looking at it? And then what's the difference between going into the tunnel or going into the hidden cage and looking at the TV that's in there? Are they going to eliminate all that?
Yeah, there's no difference in that.
I mean, you know.
Juan Cruz said when the revenue is pouring in, Crane will look the other way.
Oh,
That's everywhere.
that's everywhere, man. Shoot. That's everywhere. Why do you think they're not going to go after the Yankees? I'll be surprised. Well, I think the only one that's going to get hurt from the Red Sox is going to be Cora.
Yeah.
And then I think the Red Sox are going to use that as an excuse to trade everybody.
So isn't Beltran? Who's he with?
He's with the Mets.
The Mets. So you think anything's gonna happen to him?
Nah, he was a player.
He was a player.
So no players,
Wow. Yeah,
no
that's true.
players are getting touched.
That's true.
No players are getting touched. So if you're a player, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But if you're Hinch and everybody else, man, somebody told me that Hinch was on vacation, got fired on his vacation.
On his vacation day.
Well, see, the funny thing is I was in a meeting today. Man, my phone just started going off, and then I got this watch. They're beating me. I'm like, man, dude, what? So I got out, and I called my friend, and he said, hey, dude, text me, man. Got to talk to you about the Astros. I'm like, man, I just let it go, right? So I walk out. He said, hey, bro, man, the Astros really got it. I'm like, all right, I'll call you back. And then he texted me again, hey, bro, Hinch and Nuno got fired. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Here's a good question from Facebook. Do you think Nolan Ryan knows or knew about it?
Yeah.
And he left?
Yeah. Well, I think, what did Nolan Ryan really do but just sit in the first row?
I mean, they all sat where the batters were pretty much. They could probably hear it.
Yeah.
Well, what about his son? Maybe, try to get him out of there before, it gets tangled in that mess.
Nah, I think his son was on the business side.
And he was sitting about 25 rows up, too. He didn't.
His son was on the business side. I don't think they really had anything to do with it. But, hey, man, listen. Would anybody here, if we put in odds at Caesars about who started the whole thing, would Carlos Beltran be the one? Would he be the lead pick?
No.
Who would be one? Who would be the first one? Probably Bregman?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, man. So we don't know, but I don't know. I don't think Reed Ryan did it, and I don't think he's a part of the business plan.
Have you guys read Astro Ball? Have you read Astro Ball?
Yes, I have.
And now they talk about Carlos Beltran.
Yeah.
And how great he was at reading pitchers tipping.
Yeah.
I think he was the guy.
Well, he was a guy.
I think he was the one.
Didn't Cora say something about it, like in an interview or something like that? He was like, man, I know the way Carlos works, and I know all his stuff or whatever,
They know each other from the island. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they may have played together, or he played with one of his brothers. But, yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I think a lot of people are going to be throwing people under the bus right now. Man,
but if you look at it, every offensive category from 2017, even the winning percentage, was better on the road.
Yeah, but nobody's going to believe that, though, Matt.
It's in the stats.
I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. I'm with you. But nobody's going to believe that, though. Just like Game 7, they won it on the road.
That's true.
They won Game 2 on the road. So I was having this discussion with the guy from Los Angeles. He's like, man, you guys cheated and all this and all that. I said, dude, what happened Game 2? Oh, man, that was a good game. What happened Game 7? Oh, man, y'all beat us. Okay, so, where do Astro fans, how are they going to defend that? And in a blink of an eye, the Astros became the Raiders of the NFL, the most hated team. So now when you go on the road in that orange, you're going to be like a Raider.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club, everybody. It's a great club to be in. I mean, pot.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. You can't tell me everybody else ain't doing it.
Man, everybody's
They're doing it in one way or another.
Yeah. They're not banging trash cans. They're doing something. They're whistling. They're stomping or something.
Hey, okay, so let me ask you about the trash can thing, because in the World Series,
I don't remember.
The greatest game in World Season history.
Yeah, exactly.
But either way, it's loud.
Yeah, it's so loud, dude. Like I said, you can't hear the guy, and so you expect me to believe that somebody was in a trash can and we heard it? I mean, dude, the only loudest part I've been a part of at Minute Maid is when Jeff Kent hit that walk-off home run. What was it, in 04 against the Cardinals? Was it? Yeah, and then the Astros subsequent. That was when Dan Maselli was just giving up 5 runs every time he came in the bullpen, and I can't remember who the manager was. Who was it? Larry Durker? Kept on tossing. Larry Durker. My God, my God. So who's going to become the next Astro GM? Anybody know? It's a good spot. I mean, you still got a good team. You still got a good farm system.
People were talking about Jeff Bagwell or Craig Biggio.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, man, I don't think that's a good idea.
No, there's not enough beer in the clubhouse for them. No, man. I think the Astros have their work cut out for them, but, man, it's one of the top jobs in baseball right now. They shouldn't have any problem getting anybody to come and interview. Yeah. Now, there's going to be the moniker that, it's a cheating franchise and all this and all that, but I mean,
You
at
got
the
the
end of the day,
players.
people still want to win.
Yeah, you got the guys to win.
You got the players, man. You got the players.
He's just gonna be more careful next time.
So I was reading where it was the Astros, the Dodgers, the Yankees, and the Red
And the
Sox,
Red Sox, yeah.
that have all been implicated into cheating.
They all been at the top past 3 years.
Yeah.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
true.
So do you think it ever touches the Yankees?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think it gets
too
to
much
them.
money.
If it was the Yankees, do you think they would get into death penalty somewhat, like what we're getting now?
No way.
No.
No way. They might get a fine.
Like $5 million.
I'm with you, Matt.
They
I'm
might get a
with you.
fine. I think that's about it. I don't even think they'd lose draft picks, to be honest. I don't. Because they got permission to put their camera up in center field
For what?
because they were, I don't know. They asked to put it what's that high def slow motion camera? The Edgertronic? Yeah, they asked MLB if they could put an Edgertronic to watch pitch release from their pitchers.
Oh man, yeah, like that's going over well in the clubhouse. So if the Astros would have asked permission, then they would have been okay.
I have no idea.
Dude, I want to be in that meeting when they call that low level employee to come in. Hey, we want you to install a camera in center field. If you're that low level employee, do you say no? If it's
It's your job.
if it's Beltran, because you know they paid him some money.
Oh yeah.
You know they paid him some good money.
He's driving a new Bentley right now.
Who?
That guy.
You think so? No, I don't think he gave him that much. He probably gave him a little $5,000-$10,000 to do it, because those guys pay, man. I remember a long time ago. Let me get off subject. I had a friend who used to remember Octavio Dotel, the reliever. And during spring training, he would have his 3 cars shipped to Kissimmee, and so yeah, and so it was a company. He would ride with the company to ensure that his cars would get to Kissimmee. Yeah, I'm talking like paying like good money, like $5,000.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. And so they pay money. So I wish I was in that meeting when they're like, "Hey, we're gonna do all this, keep it on the low." But man, with 25 guys keeping 25 seat, I mean,
Man, that's
dude,
crazy.
sorry ass Mike Fires. I just, man, it's terrible. It's a terrible look for the Astros. I start seeing on Facebook and put an asterisk by it. Nah, we're not putting no asterisk by it either. Not until the Patriots put theirs.
Oh,
When
I've
the
seen
Patriots put theirs, then we'll put ours. What else did I see on there? Everybody talking bad about Lou now. Everybody talking bad. You know, I met Lou now one time. He was kind of weird. He was kind of weird, man. He was. I'm not gonna say aloof, but it's like he was talking to you and his eyes were like
Everywhere.
Dude, have you ever talked to any type of those people when I'm talking to you and I'm talking to you face to face, but we're talking, but then we're just, I'm like, dude, who the fuck, dude? I'm like, bro, I'm right here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. But you know the Astros, man, and I'm still gonna be a fan. I'm still gonna go to the second game of the series. I'm still gonna go out of town to see them. What else am I gonna? I'm still gonna buy their stuff. What else am I gonna do? I'm still gonna watch them on AT&T Sportsnet. Not gonna go to spring training, but I'm still gonna be an Astro fan. So you know, it's where you lie on that. I'm cool with the firing. You had to do it. I know some people don't want to hear that, but man, you got to do it, man. You got to do it. But the players, bro, got off scot-free. They're not going to do anything to them, man. So every time I see Jose Altuve, every time I see Springer, every time I see Bregman, I'm like, man, you cheating, man. Hey, but I'll tell you what, I'm not giving my hats back. I'm not giving my shirts back that say 2017 World Series champion. I ain't giving none of those back. I'm not taking them back to Dick's. I'm not taking them back to Academy. They're going to stay on. Matter of fact, had I gone home today, I would have put on one of those shirts. So, man, Astro fan for life. It doesn't matter to me, man. Does it matter to you, Oscar?
Nah.
Are you a fan of the Astros?
Yeah.
Man, I see you with Red Sox on. Man,
I like
hey,
both.
y'all fixing to get it too.
I know.
y'all fixing to really get it. Y'all not gonna have a manager.
Nah, yeah.
You're good with that?
Yeah.
All right, Oscar. How about you, man?
I'm good with it, man. 2017, I'll take it.
I'll take it too. Matthew Lamb.
Yeah, I'm upset about the 2022 draft picks, but I'll take that World Series championship.
Man, I'll take it. Shoot. How about you, Julio? You take it?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Man, hey, listen. I'm telling you, everybody in Houston would take that championship in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Just like yesterday, we'll talk about the Texans because they're sorry. But at halftime, if somebody would have told you the score was going to be 28-24, Texans down by 4, would you have taken that?
No.
I know you're a Cowboy fan.
No, but I mean the way they were playing, man. I mean it was hard.
No,
to
but you
believe
don't
it.
know. You don't know how they're playing. They're just gonna. It's just 28-24
Oh.
the day before. Would you take it?
Oh yeah.
Would you take it, Oscar?
Texans are up.
No, Texans are down by 4.
By halftime.
Would you take it on Saturday night?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. How about you, Matt? Would you take it?
So it's 28-24 at halftime.
Yeah, at halftime. You're down by 4.
we don't like. Traditionally, we don't do well in those
Okay. That's
shootouts.
Okay.
So I'd be a little bit worried.
Would you have taken it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Chasing 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm just telling you. But how Oscar talked about it earlier is, man, the way they.
Yeah. That second quarter was brutal.
Bro.
So we got Junior talking about Super Bowl. We got him talking about all this other crap. Then he goes out there in a cowboy hat. Man, does he wear a cowboy hat or what?
No,
And
he
then them
doesn't.
other 3 dudes out there, they look like a Tejano group out there, man. I thought they were fucking David Lee.
They probably bought those on the way up there.
I think they did.
I looked at him. I was like, man, when did? Oh boy. Anyway, it looks like they had fun. Arrowhead's a nice place to go. Anybody been here? Been
I've
to
never been
Arrowhead?
there.
Never.
Heard it's awesome.
Man, it is awesome. Their tailgating, I think, is better than the Houston,
that's what
than
they say.
the Texans tailgate. Their barbecue's not as good as Houston's. I don't care what that dude from Channel 13 said. And as a matter of fact, did y'all see that? He
No,
came
I didn't see
on.
that story.
Some dude, I never seen him from Channel 13 before, right? And they're talking about the snow on Saturday, and he's talking about he went to go eat barbecue, and he said that Kansas City barbecue was better than Houston barbecue. Man, you got to fire him right there and there, bro. Yeah. Man, and he's from New York.
No.
So,
Oh, I wouldn't listen to him to begin with. Oh, here we go.
yeah, you're right. But when he's on your TV and he's talking that mess, you're like, man, come on.
Come on. Don't even come back.
No, now they do have some good barbecue spots out there. I will, but no, there's nothing like here. It's a totally different barbecue. So, you guys ever go out there to Kansas City, look at some of their barbecue, and you may like it, you may not. Did Junior eat barbecue, Julio? Do we know?
I don't know. I don't know if they did or not.
They probably eat McDonald's. No, they're probably looking for a taco truck out there. Yeah, I mean, Mexicans always been looking for taco trucks. I'm just being honest. So, all right. So, anything else on the Astros before we move along, Julio? You got anything to say?
Astros.
What if they didn't get suspended? Let's say they just got the $5 million fine, and that's it. You think they'll still have a job?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just the suspension part.
yeah, dude. You know what? I think MLB just did that just so nobody else would do it.
That's a send a message move.
Yeah, just like when old boy from the Cardinals hacked into the computer.
Oh yeah.
But the only problem with that is he went to prison. I think he went to prison for like a year.
Yeah,
or
he
something.
did.
For like
He
a year.
did jail time.
Yeah, he
No.
went to actual prison. He went to federal prison. He didn't go to like Huntsville or anything. He went to like
country club jail.
Yeah, he went to like the Red Roof Inn, and so he was there for a year. But the reason why they only gave him that is because they thought that was going to deter everybody else from doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But what they didn't do that year is they didn't look in the front office. So they said, okay, Oscar, you're the only one who did it. But my thing is, how is he the only one that was he that smart and that conniving and that self-motivated that he just decided to go and log on his computer and hack into the Astros network? Man, that takes some skill, man.
Yeah.
That takes some skill. And so he got, I think, a year in federal prison, and that was it. But the main one was the GM from the Braves that got banned for life for the international stuff. So it can happen, and I think that's going to happen again with Cora. So y'all going to be looking for a new manager, bro. I'm just letting you know right now. So anything else on the Astros?
Nah, I mean we would have been all right if Fires wouldn't have talked.
You think so?
Yeah.
So you don't think nobody else would have said anything?
Nope. I don't think so. I mean,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Man, okay, so
Because watch the Mets come around and end up in the NLCS next year.
Correct.
So Beltran said that nothing happened while he was there. Cora said nothing happened when he was there. Garrett Cole said nothing happened when he was interviewed by New York Press. So they were all lying. Now Cole wasn't there for
No, he wasn't
17,
there.
but he was there for 18. And everybody, I had a couple of Yankee friends talking about, oh man, that's why y'all beat the Astros beat. No. MLB said that didn't happen in 19. It only happened in
At
17.
17, yeah.
Yeah. So that L y'all got, y'all still have it, legit. So my only thing is, before we go off into select, is, man, why would they do it though? They were good. They were a good enough team.
Man, that ring, man. They wanted that ring.
Yeah, you look for an edge.
I'm with you with the edge, dude.
You look for an edge.
They shit, they got it too. They got it too. My only thing is, man,
You think if Fires would have done something, they wouldn't have gotten caught, or they would have?
nah.
No.
He's the only one who said anything. Man,
Whistleblower.
man, imagine the bond between those 25 guys to keep that for 2 years.
Man, you know how it is.
And only one, and still denied. Most of them, all of them still denied
They
except for
all
that
denied
one.
it. Correct, just denied it the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah.
You know
Just
how
that
it is in those
one guy.
clubhouses.
Oh yeah, you
In a locker room, like you kill somebody, they'll keep you. They got your back. Seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I mean, you really got to dislike a guy to break that up.
You think they dislike Mike Fires now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wonder who he signs with. Japan? He's going to
I bet
Japan?
he goes to Japan.
Mexico? Australia?
Oh man, he'll not Mexico.
You don't go.
He
in
might just
Mexico?
retire too.
That's a lot of Astros fans over there, man.
Straight.
You know, anything they get, one of the cards he'll do, go get him. Hey, you never know. We're like, hey, go get that snitch.
I think that dude was going crazy though. You saw his mustache last year,
Who?
Oh, yeah, Mike Fires.
Mike Fires.
Did you see his glove when he threw his no hitter?
Yeah.
How was it?
Man, he had some sticky, shiny stuff all over his
no.
glove.
they all
man.
have that.
His no hitter.
Yeah, the funny thing is, man, what's the commissioner? Rob Manfred? Man, I hate that dude. I thought Bud Selig was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Manfred's terrible, dude. He's had a chance to do a bunch of stuff and he hasn't done it. Now that could be said by every commissioner, but man, or maybe because I'm just an Astro fan. I don't know. Okay.
You know how to shut him up? You win it again. That's how you shut him up.
Oh yeah.
Man, but it's gonna be tough.
You
now.
make another run.
It's gonna be tough. Well, they're gonna make a run. But man, dude.
They're gonna be looking at everything. Everything.
Well, okay, so I think it was 17. I think it was 17. Didn't they catch old boy right there behind the Cleveland Indians dugout? Do y'all remember that? He was escorted because he was taking pictures.
Yeah, I
of,
think
I
so.
saw some. I heard something about that.
Yeah.
It was that the beginning right there?
I think so. Yeah, I think that was the beginning of it.
Okay, so it was just a little report that I think it was that dude. What's that guy with the bow tie? Rosenthal, whatever the hell is it?
Oh,
Yeah, Ken Rosenthal.
Hey, I seen him in real life, dude. Matt, he's shorter than you, bro. He's shorter than you. I mean, I was at the GM winter meetings in San Diego, right? And we're staying in the same hotel, and it opens up, and I see the dude, and I'm just like shocked because I see this dude on TV, right? But I'm really shocked that, damn, he's fucking small, bro. I'm like looking at him. He looks at me, he's like, I'm like, hey, what's up, dude?
They did the-
Huh? He
They
probably
do the
thought I
milk
was
crate
a
thing
the what?
where they put him on the milk crate when he's interviewing.
Oh, dude,
seen
you
those?
know what?
Yeah.
I have not seen that, but I wouldn't be surprised, dude, because he is that short. Seriously. And then I think I saw Peter Gammons drunk in the lobby, but that's a different story. Yeah, but that Rosenthal dude, man, he was short as hell. I think if you would have taken my snapshot of me, you would have thought, man, I was in awe of this guy. I really wasn't. I was just like, damn, I can't believe you're that small because you look on TV and he's like kind of the same size. And so yeah, so that camera angle and that milk carton, I think that really happens. Has to, man.
It has to.
Because old boy is short, man. He's short. So he broke him and that dude from the Chronicle, Evan Drellich, when he was here a couple of years ago. I don't think he ever liked the Astros. And then he moved back to the Northeast. So I think they're both relishing in the Astros being, I guess, outed, so to speak. But maybe that's just the fan in me. But we're not giving back that 17 championship. It don't matter. Put an asterisk on it. When the Patriots give theirs back, we'll give ours.
Who do you think they're gonna hire for
The manager?
Manager.
I think it's gonna be that Joe Espada guy, the bench coach.
The bench coach. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, listen, dude.
For now or?
Well, dude, spring training starts like 30 days or what? And when is it? It's like it's right around the corner.
Yep.
I mean, it's not that far away.
20-something
They
days.
start reporting in what, February?
Yeah.
February.
Yeah.
Like to me.
Yeah, about a month from now. So I mean, you're gonna have to probably give them maybe a year or two, or whatever. I don't know. I mean, he gets a chance to actually manage. He's not going to be an interim.
Yeah.
He's going to be the actual manager because A.J. Hinch ain't ever coming back. And so, but I think they'll have his back, though, man. I mean, it's going to be they're all going to band together. Man, it's going to be a great 30 for 30, man, when they win the World Series this year.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think so. They're going to be like, man, we got to win it again.
It's going to be a great 30 for 30. But my thing is, I want to see all those interviews. Man, it's going to be crazy. There's going to be more people at the Astro Complex than at the National Complex. And they won the World Series.
Yep.
Yeah, and so anybody going to spring training? You going?
Yeah,
you going?
we'll be there March 9th through the 13th.
You going to games or?
We're going to go to on the 11th. I think they play the Nationals.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, they're always playing the Nationals over there. Well, I mean, they share the complex. So anybody else going there? It's nice out there, man. If you get a chance to go out to spring training, you ought to go. I personally like Arizona a little bit more because it's a little bit more central and all that you can can actually see all the teams. But man, in West Palm, man, it's nice over there. Have you been, Matt?
I have never been.
Never been? You want to go?
What? When, in March?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to go.
Maybe next year. No.
I'd rather go there.
Next year, I know I'm going for sure. I'm not going this
year.
year.
ABCA with y'all.
Oh, you want to go there?
Yeah.
Okay, it's in Washington next
Yeah.
year. Okay, yeah, we can go.
I went to the one in Dallas, but I'd like to go to the one
In Washington?
Washington.
Yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah, man, it's awesome.
Okay, what did you like about it? Because I've been there a lot of times, and I'm just going just to meet people and drink. That's all I'm going for now.
The cool thing about
And see what I
is
can
you
buy.
can walk up to it doesn't matter who it is. Like, you walk up to anybody.
Yeah,
you
they'll
walk
talk
up
to you.
Tim Corbin,
Yeah.
and he'll talk to you like he's known you for 5 years.
Yeah, that's the pretty cool incident.
Yeah.
I mean, and other college coaches are around there like that too. So yeah, in that aspect.
And a lot of them, they'll give you your email, they'll give you their number. So if you ever have any questions or you need advice, they're always, hey, just give me a call or send me an email.
Now, are you a member?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else a member here? I don't know. What does it
Never
cost now?
$65.
Okay, yeah, it's not bad, dude. It's not bad at all. I mean, because the last time I was a part of that was I think it cost like $59 if I'm not mistaken. That's a flag right there.
Oh, we got no rib shot.
He didn't give him one.
14, 17.
Yeah, but no, I was talking to Junior about going there next year to Washington. So yeah, we ought to get a group of people going up there, man.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be
It's
fun.
a good experience. If you never go, you should go at least once, I think.
Yeah, but in Washington, man, it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold up there.
When is it? What month?
January.
Oh, yeah.
It's
It'll be
usually
cold.
the first week of January. Yeah, so we'll get to everybody later on to see exactly how what we're gonna do. But man, that's a good idea, Matt. We should go to that convention because it's pretty nice. But having said all that, now let's segue into select baseball. Julio, what's the topic today?
Free agency.
Free agency. Are we with free agency in select baseball?
Seems like it.
Why you call it free agency?
What should we call it?
Looking for a new team.
Oh man, come on.
Free agents out there.
None of these teams are paying anybody to come play for them.
Okay. But do we know that for a fact?
No, I'm just majority of the teams aren't paying people.
All right. So we should call it what then?
Tryouts.
Open tryouts.
Open tryouts? Okay.
Tryout season.
Tryout season. So we see the same kid at 5 different tryouts. Is it suffice to say that he's not feeling his old team?
If you see the same kid at 5 different tryouts,
Yeah. I've seen a lot of different kids
either
at
that,
different tryouts, man.
or he's on a team, he's just trying to get some work in.
Come on.
I've heard that too.
Now, is that what you tell your current coach that you're trying to get some work in, or is that the
Or you want to see where your kid's at compared to a lot of other kids.
Okay. Are we buying that, Julio?
I don't know.
Okay. How about you, Oscar? What do you think?
I mean, if they're at 5 tryouts, I don't. I think their old team may be done with them.
Well, his team's invite only.
Who's?
They don't even hold open tryouts.
Oh, no. Well, y'all had the same team for a while, right?
They're invite
I mean,
only.
y'all had some, and
Most of the kids we've had for probably since 7, 8U, more than half the team.
nice. But I tell you what, some of these people right now, man, they're just let's figure out who we can get. Now, are you guys okay with the parents? How should I put this nicely? Marketing. Let's say marketing their kid out there on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. Now, some people will say, "Oh man, that doesn't happen." No, it happens. It happens. You just got to find it. I mean, we're not following all the same people on Facebook, but where are we at with the parents? Because I think the parents are the ones who actually, they started. I mean, whether your kid's not playing, whether you don't like the coach, whether you don't like the commute, what are the parents thinking about when they want to change teams? How about you? Because I know you've been on a couple of teams. Not to throw you under the bus, but
I've been in 2. No, 3.
Man. Check his USSSA roster, man. Check that. Hey, ODB, what hat do you wear?
Yeah, ask him.
What?
He won't
Who?
lie.
The prospects? That's about 6. Nah, don't look at the stuff.
No, we just pick up with them. No.
So what are you looking for, Oscar, when you're looking for a team? I'm talking like a team, not just to pick up or whatever. What are you looking for?
Well, this was my first time actually looking for a team. The Young Guns, we were with them, in 6U with ABC?
Oh, yeah, you're
We were
right.
with ABC, so this was actually my first time,
So what were you looking for?
coaching, coaching. No daddy ball.
No daddy ball?
No daddy ball.
You don't like daddy ball?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you could ask anybody. When I was coaching the Young Guns, I would sit them. Hey, it is what it is. But coaching and not having a lot of players for the same position, I mean, I know there's a lot of teams out there that have a bunch of third basemen, first basemen, and
Now, when you say coaching, what are you looking for in a coach?
be hard on them, push
Okay.
them,
Does practice matter?
Oh yeah,
It does?
I mean, like I said, push them, do the right thing for the team, not whatever's convenient or, listen to parents, because I know sometimes parents try to be cool with the coach and be like, hey, well, my kid ain't playing, okay, he wants to play first, and then there goes the coach and,
Does that really happen, Julio?
I don't know.
No, I'm just asking. I mean, okay, all right.
Yeah, good.
Now, as a coach, Oscar, how do you feel about parents calling you and asking you if you have a spot open on your team for anybody? Are you okay with that?
Just calling and asking if we got an open spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Okay, because I haven't seen any tryouts for you guys in like years. So
No, and kind of like Matt touched on, if we get a few kids interested, we'll try them out one-on-one. It's just kind of how we've always done it. Been fairly successful doing it that way, so
Yeah.
just kind of, like I said, kept the 6, 7, 8 kids, the core group, and then we've had some come in and out, but yeah, we don't. I mean, we have people that reach out via Facebook or word of mouth and ask. And I mean, if we don't have a spot, we won't try them out. But if we're thinking about it, we'll bring them out somewhere and look at them. But
right. So let me tell you a quick story about last year. We actually played the Texas Hooks and we lost to them. I can't remember what the score was, but so I think you guys, y'all got out to like a 7-0 lead, 6-0,
maybe
6, 7, 8. They're playing fantastic. And so we're coming back, right? We're coming back. And then they have bases loaded. And I think it was like 1 out or 2 out. And I think I told you this when I went to go coach first base. Dude, if you would have stopped me right then and there and asked me, hey, are you guys going to get out of the inning? I would have told you, hell yeah. We got the right play on. Okay? We had, in our estimation, we had perfect play for whatever was going to happen except one play. What do you think that play was?
Double play.
No. What do you think that play was?
They bun it.
Man, they butted that ball. Man, it could have been a bomb, dude. I don't even know what happened. I think we threw it into right field. I can't even remember, dude. Yeah. And our comeback it just ended right then and there. And so I go back. I walk to first base, and I'm talking to I think I was talking to you, but I think I was talking to who's the other guy that was there? It wasn't Brown. With the beard. What's his name?
Josh.
What's his last name?
Davis.
Yeah, it was Josh Davis. I said, man, dude, I said, we're ready for anything except that damn bunt. Who caught it? Oh man, I caught it. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, hey man, we're good. That was good. How about you, Matt? What about teams, man? I know you're with the Hustle right now, but how do you feel about parents moving teams, looking for better options, whether it's playing or we'll get into the parents in a little while, but what's your take on all this?
I think you got to do what's best for your kid, or what you think is best for your kid.
Okay.
I don't. If we had a kid that our parent that said, "Hey, we're gonna leave," and and here's the difference: if you just kind of pack your shit and leave in the middle of the night, or this happened to us last year. We agreed to go to a World Series. We're trying to get our down payment for the World Series when we're staying. All of a sudden, hey, we're leaving. We're quitting. Out of nowhere.
Was it close to the World Series or?
Man, I don't remember. I think it was at least halfway through the season.
That sucks.
I think there's a right time and a right way to do it.
Okay.
But I don't have a problem with it. If they're upfront and honest, and I get it. That's we left Oscar's team. For what I thought was a better opportunity for my kid.
For your son to play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't have a problem with that either.
It's no disrespect to his team. They were great. The parents were great. Him and Josh and Colby were great. But I thought that we had a better opportunity. We got offered a better opportunity. It didn't turn out to be the case. It turned out to be an absolute disaster.
And so what happened when it was a disaster? Did you rectify it or what? I mean, just paraphrase. I mean, or you can get into it. It's up to you.
Well,
you know what? You know what? Talk about that disaster, but without names. Or
Okay.
if you want to do names, that's fine. Because a lot of people listen and they don't know exactly.
So after the fall season of 10U, right? Yeah, I think it was 10U.
Yeah, fall 10U.
Yeah, and so we got an offer to come play for the Bengals,
Okay.
which is a dad coach team.
Did they call you, or how they find you? Or how does that work?
Remember. I think it was. We have friends that played for the Bengals.
Okay.
And the coach was looking for a catcher. We wanted to catch, or my son wanted to catch. And I think we sent them some videos or something, and they said, "Yeah, well, come on." And we got promised the world. And we got the absolute opposite. I mean,
Really?
It was, yeah, and I'm not going to name names,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the coaching, I didn't like the coaching. I didn't like the environment with the kids. We had a couple kids that were real negative. The coaching was to the point where the kids were scared to play in fear of making a mistake. Because we had one tournament where it was literally musical chairs. You made a mistake.
Really?
It was musical chairs. Pulled out, put in, moved over, all in the span of an inning.
Wow.
All in the span of an inning.
Man.
And so, and it was, they had the athletes to be a major level team. They really did.
Okay.
But the technique was never taught. The game was never taught. And it was just, hey, we're just going to hit. We're just going to field ground balls. We're not going to teach you how to field them. We're not going to teach you how to hit the other way, situational hitting or anything. And to be honest, about half that team left before the season was over.
Now, let me ask you a question. Now, when you're talking about learning the game, hitting the other way, is there enough time in that during practice? Or is that something you're going to have to do?
I think that's what practice is for. I do.
Okay.
I do. 'Cause
Well, expunge on that. And the reason why is because I see you on Facebook and I see you doing training with your son. And so I know you're putting in that work with your kid, right? But do you think other parents are putting in that same type of work with their kid?
maybe that's not my problem.
No. I understand that. I understand it, but I'm using it for a broader sense. And we'll bring it back to you. But when you talk about they weren't doing what they were supposed to do to coaches, how long was the practice? 2 hours?
Yeah, hour and a half.
Okay.
About an hour
I
and a
just
half.
don't think there's enough time for all that.
But there's enough time for them to stand 300 feet away and just launch fly balls.
How long did they do
short
that for?
and over in their head. I don't know, an hour.
Really?
What?
You know what? I see a lot of that though. I'm glad you bring that up. I see a lot of that though. I mean,
But you don't even teach them how to catch it. You know, you don't teach them how to track it. You know, you don't teach them the correct way to come through it. You know.
okay.
You know, I don't see a single coach that teaches a kid, hey, you got to get behind it because you got to make, you know, if they're tagging up, you got to make that throw. But they don't teach them how to do it. They don't teach them to get that running start before you catch the ball.
Okay.
You know, or get in your lane to the base that you're going to throw to.
Okay.
They're just like, oh, you got to get behind it and throw it. Well, you're not actually showing them anything.
Okay.
But yeah, I think an hour and a half is enough time to go over situational stuff.
Okay. Do you think an hour and a half is?
Depends. I mean, the way we used to do it, one day we were gonna work on that. We had 2 hours, I think.
Okay.
Like 2 hours. If we were gonna attack cutouts, relays, the whole practice. Well, probably not on that. The whole practice, I was like half.
Okay.
And then situations, bunt, you know, bases loaded. What do you do? You know, here and there. And I think that's why we weren't falling too behind, but we were trying to teach them the right thing, you know.
Okay.
And you have other teams, you know, that all the focus is on boom, hitting, and that I'll hit you, you know, and you're like, you know, okay, but you know, you bunt on them, and ooh, they don't know.
You get a ball in the gap, they don't know what.
They don't know what to do, you know. So I'm like, man, or you know, or I've seen some practice.
It sounds like you're talking about my team right now with the bunt. I'm gonna take.
Oh,
no. I just messing with you, man.
Hey, believe it or not, man, I'm gonna change subject. We were at Pecan. Was it Pecan Park? I think it was a good game between two 11-years at the time. It was last year. It was those Mavericks from Pasadena, and that team from
Adidas. They're now Adidas.
Adidas, and then
I picked them to win the NIT, right? Last week, yeah, the 12-year NIT.
It was Ramiro's Leon team from the Valley. I don't know his son Brandon. The whole game was 1-1. They went into that California rule. Mavericks couldn't score. Ramiro's team came first batter, boom, bunted, game over.
Really?
They didn't know what to do with that bunt, dude. Like,
well, you okay? So let's talk about that. It's not that I don't think they knew what to do with that bunt. It's just they weren't expecting
it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not expecting it, we practice bunt coverages. When they laid down the bunt, you would have thought,
oh yeah,
we never did that. And that's why I laughed in disgust because I mean it was just like, you know, you threw it out there and it's just like it was terrible. But man, I don't know. How about you, Oscar? What do you think as far as a coach about the practice time and what you can accomplish?
I mean, I think 90 minutes, 2 hours. It's not a lot of time to get everything in that you want to. You know, I definitely don't think you try to make it a private lesson. You know, for the kids. It's good to touch on some subjects, but at the end of the day, it's what they do at home.
Right.
Sitting down and watching the pros on TV, you know, that can teach them a lot. Believe it or not. I mean, I know you've touched on it. Where when we were growing up, I mean, we watched whoever was on TV playing baseball, and you learn a lot from that.
Kids don't watch enough baseball on TV today.
They go to YouTube and watch diving highlights, and that's what they watch. So, we try to get everything in, but I mean. They got to do a lot at home. I mean, because you can talk about something at practice, and then if the kid doesn't hear it or work on it again till the next week, I mean, you're wasting time.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. No, I'm with you on that.
But there's a lot you can do, and as they get older, you know, especially 12U, you can, you know, talk about a lot of different stuff that you didn't do when it was 9U.
Yeah.
But again, you know, it's what they do when nobody's watching, and
I think that's the problem, man.
What's the problem?
A lot of people, you know, they rely on the coach to teach your son everything. You know, like you don't do nothing at home. You don't try to take them.
So I'm glad you brought that up because I always have this discussion. So we want to blame the parent for that, okay? But what happens if you're in a single family household, and your mom, let's just say your mom can't do it, and you don't have any uncles, and your coach doesn't live close to you? How do you get that working? But we're gonna blame the parents though. But we don't know the situation. I
mean, we don't blame the parents. Josh, he's been real good about giving the kids things they can do at home without a parent. You know, the towel or against a wall, and then you know, we hold them accountable if they if they don't do it. So
I remember growing up and throwing the ball up against the wall. When's the last time you guys have actually driven around the neighborhood and see kids outside playing? Have you ever seen it?
You see no bicycles. You see nothing out there.
Except for you, Matt Lamb, because I know you'll post it on Facebook. But
wall ball's a good game to learn how to field a ball.
Exactly. You don't need anything. I mean, you can use a tennis ball. You can use a racket ball. But I don't see anybody playing pickup baseball in the street anymore. Now, granted, it's a different time. In their defense, my son was playing GTA the other day.
You gotta come to our neighborhood.
I must. That's what I just said that right now. Unless it's Matt
You don't
Matt Lamb's neighborhood.
And you won't hear the trash talk like goes on here in these games.
Those are fun, man.
Yeah, they talk some trash.
Those are fun. But see, I don't think that happens enough across
don't.
the city. I know it doesn't happen in my neighborhood.
Not in my neighborhood.
I mean, it just doesn't happen. But going back to so I saw the graphics on that GTA game. I was like,
Good.
dude, I had the Atari with the little sticks and the one ball, man. I mean, shoot, if you see the graphics now,
Yeah.
man, that Call of Duty.
We're always playing football in the street. I mean, it wasn't a successful day until somebody went home with busted up knee or busted up elbow.
Well, I think you'd wake up, you'd play a game of football, and that was over. You'd play baseball,
Exactly.
and then when nighttime came, you played hide and go seek and worked on your speed, and then went home and ate dinner and did it all over again.
Yeah.
So
And that doesn't happen anymore.
no, we darn sure didn't have bottled water to drink either. It was
Water hose.
hose water.
Yeah. So going back to what you're saying about the kids not working on their own, I think we have to look at that and see what their situation is at home. Because if a dad's working a shutdown, he's working 12 hours a day, depending on which 12 it is, and the mom's working and doesn't get off till 5. Let's say she gets off at 5, and she doesn't get home till 6. Then she's got to cook. I mean, that's kind of hard balance. I'm not making excuses for anybody, but that's real life. Those are real life instances right there. And then the player gets blamed for not working. And then he gets labeled as being lazy, and the parents aren't good parents. Well, no, they're actually good parents, but hell, they just don't have time. They just don't have time. What do you think?
Does the age group matter?
Okay, so when you're at 12, you should be able to go outside like we were talking about
Right.
and do your own stuff.
Right. So we can hold them accountable.
Well, you can hold them
At this
accountable to
age.
some things, yes.
Yeah.
I don't think everything you can, but at some things. Now, when they get 13, 14, no, they're on their own.
But like
at that time.
8 and 9 and even 10. I mean, it's kids that want to be kids, you know?
Do they really, though, or do the
think-
parent? I think they do, man, but what do you think, Oscar? You got 2 young boys. Good boys, too.
Yeah, I mean, they want to be kids, but I mean, like we just touched on, we were kids, 7 years old playing baseball. I mean, you can still go do something, and I don't care what you do, just get off the video game. I mean, go.
So this watch, it tells me when I'm inactive. It tells me get up and move around. Thinking about buying one for my son and daughter, man. Seriously, man. It started beeping. It was like, man, you haven't done anything in an hour. You got to do something. I was like, oh, shit. But, I mean, I just think, man, it's just tough right now, man. It's just tough. I mean, and so you're going to have to play with the team that's close to you if you want to do that. And I don't know if there's enough coaches. Like when I was playing Little League, man, my coach would come pick me up, and we'd have like 11 people in the back of the truck, all unsafe as can be, going 60 miles an hour down Telephone Road. I mean, having a great time, right?
Where'd you play? What little league did you play?
Dixie Little League.
Oh, you played Dixie. I
in
played Freeway
Grandville.
National.
You played Freeway National?
played
That's not
Freeway.
in existence anymore.
No.
Okay, yeah. Who played? Gilbert Avalos played there, didn't he play?
No, it was Freeway Major, wasn't it?
Freeway, yeah.
Down Telephone.
Down Telephone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I played there too.
Yeah, that's the one Gilbert played for too.
Yeah.
Gil's a good
Yeah,
friend
it's not
of
there
mine and
anymore.
Oscar's.
Hey,
He's probably wearing a tight shirt right now.
and hitting golf balls in his garage into his net.
hey, Steve, I got a break for a little bit because somebody's here
Okay.
and he wants the introduction song.
Who's that? Oh,
Oh,
man.
man. Lock the door.
He wants this song for some reason.
I don't know why he's coming to me. Shoot.
Who's taking out our championship? Hey, dude. What's up, man?
Oh man.
Man, we were just talking about that.
What's
cowboy hat. talking about that damn hat.
What's up, man?
It's actually nice too, man.
Yeah, no, it is.
Well shaped.
I got a mic.
It is a nice
I don't know how you're gonna hear it with
cowboy hat.
What's going on, y'all?
Well, we're just hanging out.
That's what's up.
You just got back?
Cookies?
I just walked in, dude.
Man. 15-hour drive? How long was it?
I knocked it out in 11 and a half.
11.
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
I got a big announcement, though.
What's the big
Man,
announcement?
let me go find another hat. I'll be right back. Hold on, give me 5 minutes. Got a big announcement, guys.
He's probably a Chief fan now.
A Chief fan.
I guarantee he's a Chief fan or he's a 49er fan now. Yeah, I don't know. How
It
did
came
that
back.
happen? Yeah, it's a 21-17 now. 21-17. But
Yep.
nah, dude, but going back to that, I mean, I think kids need to work out by themselves. But it's definitely an age thing.
You don't think safety has something to do with it? You know, all this crazy stuff that's going around in the world, like of kids coming out of the house, you know, playing in the neighborhood and stuff like
Dude,
that.
you know what? Me and my sister had that conversation. Do you think that was going on when we were younger?
Yes.
It just social media and all that stuff wasn't around
Yes.
to talk about it?
Correct.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Because we were kind of on the same page on that. But now with social media, dude, you know everybody knows everything now.
Anything that happens.
Yeah. I'm on that neighborhood app. Shoot.
Oh
man,
yeah, I get.
Dude, if somebody comes to, man, hey, check out who's coming. I'm like, hey, dude, got to stop the notifications on that stuff. So yeah, you're right. It probably did happen. So
It gets annoying though, man. Sometimes somebody's hammering something down. Did you hear the shots? Really? Somebody's working on the house.
yeah, but you live in Channelview, so they could be shots.
Right.
I just joke. What's your big announcement?
All right. What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
How's everybody?
Lower the mic.
Got a
It's
big,
too
big,
loud.
big. Oh, dang, it is loud.
I got it. All right.
I got a couple questions before I make my announcement. Well, a few comments I want to say before we start our announcement. With AJ Hinch gone, Matt Lamb has to get the Astros hitting coach job. Without a doubt.
You know what? We did call for that. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, hey, call Joe Espada.
Hey,
I forgot about that.
For real. No. Second of all, is Oscar going to have the same hat before the season ends? Just a question.
I will.
I doubt it, but we'll see.
Okay, hold on. What are the odds on that?
Not very good. Not looking very good. Not looking very good. And then, third of all, there's your helmet.
That's what I was telling him.
All right, so the big announcement is this, man. You guys know I love my Houston teams, man.
Oh,
Y'all know what I'm about to say.
You're a
Are
Chief
you leaving?
fan.
You leaving?
You're a Chief
He's
fan.
leaving.
If we don't fire Bill O'Brien, bro,
We're not.
we're not, right?
We're not.
Really?
I'm a root for the Chiefs, bro. I gotta tell you, bro. Look, I gotta tell you, their tailgate is crazy, bro.
Okay, who's tailgate? I've always been of the opinion that KC has always been a better tailgate than Houston because I've been to both of them numerous times.
Well, this is my first time at Arrowhead, so yeah, I'm gonna say Chiefs, no doubt, bro. Crazy.
I'm with you.
You know what I learned while I was there? They tailgate for the Royals games.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I heard that. Yeah.
For the Royals?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's all in the same complex, so I mean.
But everybody was nice, except we had a couple dickheads there.
Okay.
Uh,
But I'm sure y'all weren't acting nice either.
No, I mean, actually, we were partying. We were there to party. Like, we're walking around the tailgate, and we're wearing the cowboy hats. So everybody's giving us shots. They
Julio.
recognized us from the TV.
Julio.
Them damn rowdy Texans with the cowboy hats.
But the problem was, I think Frank might get in trouble for this.
Well, then don't say it then.
Frank the Tank was in full effect, bro. And it was the best thing in life. For real. It was awesome. But now the fans were nice, man. I mean, look.
How'd you like the stadium?
I loved it, man. I mean,
It's loud.
You were sitting up
Loud.
there by God.
I
mean,
will say this.
My God.
You're sitting up there high.
No, it wasn't that bad,
It
dude.
was high.
It was high, but it's like sitting at the 300s at NRG, so it wasn't bad.
Okay.
The view, I guess the problem was everybody stands up at Arrowhead. There's no sitting down, so everybody's standing up.
Well, you haven't been to many Texan games in the lower bowl, but okay.
I've been to the Texan games lower bowl. Everybody's sitting down there. Let me tell you the difference right here. It's
He's never been to a
24.
game.
I've been to a game. I was there at the Falcons game. I'm not gonna start with this, Steve.
Never been to a game.
We were there. It is 24-0, and everybody's standing up cheering. if this happened at NRG, what do you think happens? Everybody's gone. Everybody's cheering.
In the first quarter?
Yeah, well, the second quarter, it don't matter. Everybody would have been gone. But I was excited, man. It was nice. It was a good time. The Kansas City fans were nice. We did have one guy throw a beer at me.
Did you throw him back?
During the game? Or
No, we didn't know. We're sitting like second row, like the 305 or whatever. We had a very nice view. And the season ticket holders that we bought the ticket from, they never sell. But they had, I guess, an emergency or whatever. So when they saw these 4 guys in cowboy hats, they were like, oh, crap. Like, they're about to start getting rowdy. But the thing was, Arrowhead, the thing that I will say that was negative about the whole experience was the gates. It took forever to get in there. We missed kickoff. So when we walked in, me and Brian ran to the lower bowl because it's kind of like the way they have it set up is a little bit different than NRG, right? So we ran down and we actually saw the first touchdown live, like the Kenny Stills. But then by the time we realized that we were like we entered the wrong way, we came out through the front, and that's when like the fumble happened. But it was really quiet. We got out to our seats. They scored. Tyreek Hill muffed the punt, and then we scored. So then we started going, oh, and the fans were like, okay. And then we were getting into it. I gotta say though, I will say this: it was my opinion. Arrowhead was loud, but I still think NRG was louder last week.
Could be.
Maybe I'm gonna say this because of the roof. Because of the roof. Yeah, but it does get loud. Like, dude, it's fourth down. It's crazy. Like, it's nice.
How much were the beers? That's what we all want to know.
It was 4 beers, $32, dude. $8.
$8.
Okay, not bad. Not
Bud
bad.
Lights.
Not bad.
They sell Bud Light.
When they stopped selling? Third quarter?
Third quarter.
Beginning or the end of the third quarter?
The end.
Man, that's not bad.
It was nice.
I went to Giant Stadium, the new Giant Stadium, and they stopped serving at halftime.
Oh, damn.
That's when I leave.
Yeah.
You talking about the Giant? The MetLife?
Giants. Yeah, MetLife. Yeah.
Oh,
Halftime?
At halftime, bro.
Come
So
on.
what they do is at every beer kiosk, there's a dude with a fluorescent shirt, and he's the last guy that's gonna serve. And as soon as they kick off, beer sales are done.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucks. And their tailgating sucks too. But Kansas City, awesome. Did you eat barbecue over there?
We did not.
What'd you eat?
We were bar hopping the whole time. We just ate we pretty much partied
Wings.
downtown, just whatever they had there.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go downtown?
McFadden's.
Okay.
And then we went to the Kansas City, I'm saying it wrong, Sporting Kansas City bar because they have like their own bar.
The soccer
And
club.
then we passed by Westport for a little bit.
Okay.
I will say this.
You didn't
Kansas
go to
City,
Power and Light?
No. But I will say this: best fans at NFL, but they got the worst women, like hands down.
Damn.
Hey, I've always said though, if I find a 6'4" chick, I'm staying. I saw her, bro, but man, she's intimidating, bro. They're built like linebackers. You know what I mean? Like Frank's like, there she is, and I'm like, nah, bro, that's too big. But yeah, no, it was a blast, man. I had a blast. Good experience. Could have been better, but I will tell you this: it was 24-0. And everybody in the stadium pretty much, like, they're still cheering them on, but everybody's kind of like, damn, I was not, like, confident at all. Like, you got Patrick Mahomes.
I don't think anybody
No,
was, dude.
no.
I don't think anybody was.
I didn't realize we were watching history until we left. You know what I mean? You're drinking, you're in the game. We go see the TV after the game on SportsCenter, and they show, like, the records and all that. I'm like, damn.
Would you do it again?
Hell yeah. Badass experience, man, no doubt.
Yeah, it's nice out there.
But I will say this, like I said, I'm going to root for the Chiefs.
How cold was it?
Cold.
Cold?
So, Santos, Brian, they were wearing boots. All right, so.
That's probably the smartest thing.
We show up Friday, get picked up, and I got my luggage. And Frank's like, dude, we're going for a couple of days, not a whole week. Julio and Steve know what I'm talking about. So I took my ski pants, my ski jacket, my snow boots, my regular boots, my pair of Adidas. And then we got there, and I wore my regular boots, but they still, like, seeped through.
Yeah.
So I couldn't feel my toes. But I thought, like, it was like 20-mile-an-hour winds out there. But it didn't feel that cold during the game, maybe because we were, like, drinking and stuff.
Right.
But great experience, man. But I will say this. This is why they earn my respect. We're leaving the stadium. Everybody throughout the game, other than those 2 people that were talking shit, let's be real. Everybody was nice. But when we were leaving – It was a Hispanic lady, a white lady, and a black lady. They're walking towards us. They come up to me because we're all dressed up, and they shake our hands. What the Spanish lady's like, "Mijos, thank you for coming, whatever." And when we were all done, when it was all said and done, one of the ladies goes, "Hey man, we appreciate you coming to Kansas City and spending your money in our town." And I said, "Man, you know what? That's what separates their fans to our fans. Our city's, I think, is too big." But man, dude, they party hard, dude. We're walking through the tailgate, and I have a beer in my hand, and Frank's like, "Dude, why aren't you not taking shots?" And I said, "Because I'm the weakest one." And as I said that I was cold, the beer slips in front of 100 Chiefs fans. So they made me chug a beer there. we didn't eat very much while we were there. We ate menudo, but I chunked that up.
Menudo. Was it good?
Yeah. They have a good spot.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But everybody.
Just what you said, huh? Looking for a taco truck.
I just say that.
Sunday morning we ate menudo, but it was a blast, dude. I mean, Royal Stadium, for whatever it's called. What is it called?
Kaufman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's set up.
It's nice there.
Yeah, dude. Straight up, it is set up.
Especially
in a
after
sick
they
spot.
did the renovations. Well, it's all right there together.
It's like
Yeah.
Rangers
Yeah.
and Cowboys, like that.
Yeah,
But no,
yeah,
this
yeah.
one's actually together.
like
Closer.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It's actually together, so it's a nice spot to go to. Especially I've been there for both games.
Do they ever have any games at the same time?
Depends on if the
season.
Royals are in.
It'd be
in
crazy,
September.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is. It is crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, but they try not to do that because they're pretty much share a parking lot, dude. It's like what would you say, like Reliant and the Astrodome?
Yeah, it's like that,
Yeah.
that close too.
Yeah,
It's nice, man. I liked it.
Yeah, it's real nice out there.
Everybody, like I said, Kansas City, man, they're really friendly. I thought Canada was friendly. No, oh, man. These guys, dude, no haters whatsoever, except for the bartenders. They want to come serve us. I mean, I'm not trying to hit on them. We're trying to get a beer, So we went to the other side. They had like 2 bars where they were set up. And once they realized that girl, like, she was like hating on the Texans or something, she was just not serving anybody, and then they kicked her out. And they finally got another dude in there, and then he was like, "Cool." So we're like, yeah.
How were the Texan fans?
You know what I realized? Man, the real like hardcore Texans fans, man, they're all old, dude. They're like the original season ticket holders. I think we might have been like the youngest crowd.
Did you go with the traveling Texans, or did y'all take a picture, or what?
Yeah, we actually met them there at Union Station. Frank came out on TV. Y'all saw the video?
Nah,
It was funny. We did an interview on there. we were famous, dude. Everywhere we went, they recognized the damn cowboy hat. So,
I think that's why they wore them.
nah, but this was messed up part. We get there, we're up 21-0, and the guy behind us asked my friend Brian, "Hey, let me borrow your cowboy hat." And this dude gave it to him, and then they came back. But I will say this: I knew the game was over when Carter fumbled, and it went right to 34. I said, "Bro,
he's been shaky.
Hey,
all year."
I know y'all talked about this already, but man, what the hell's Bill O'Brien doing on 4th and 1, dude?
Well,
4th and 2. You haven't talked about that?
Nah, we're not talking about the Texans. We do that on Wednesday.
On that fake.
Let's talk about the Chiefs. Let's talk about the Chiefs. Man. I brought a magnet and everything.
Yeah, you think they're gonna win it all?
Right.
Who, the Chiefs?
Hell yeah, dude. Their offense is ridiculous, bro.
I'm going with the 49ers.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a blowout the rest of the
Well, if it's the 49ers and the Chiefs, I hate both teams, but I hate the Chiefs more than 49ers as a Raider fan. So
Hey, they did say y'all Raiders fans suck.
Oh.
We had a Raider fan sitting behind us.
Everybody says that until they get to the parking lot, and then everybody's cool.
Man,
I don't know.
Don't count out the Titans, man.
Who?
They're hot. Tennessee's hot.
They're not gonna beat the Chiefs though. The Chiefs are hotter, dude.
They can hold the ball.
When that's against who'd they play? The Ravens.
Yeah.
I didn't see the game, so I don't know. I have no idea. But I think Kansas City's gonna beat them though.
Everybody thought the Ravens were going to beat them too.
Yeah, you're right. You still got to play the game.
Yep.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Kansas City.
The Cowboys?
No, never. Not anytime soon.
There it is. 49ers right there.
Katie Sowers.
Yeah.
Man, why'd they have to fire Hinch, man? Dude, we stopped to get Subway, and we're like talking the whole way, like, dude, like, to me, it's two things, like 24-0, and then like 41 unanswered, right? I'm thinking about that the whole time. We're talking about it, we're laughing, whatever. We go sit down, and we got some Subway right on the way back. We sit down and we're just talking about it. We're like, how can this get any worse, right? Like, and then boom, breaking news. And I'm like, I look at Santos. I'm like, we gotta get you ready, bro. You're gonna make a comeback. I tell you, man, Matt better get that job, bro. I'm gonna push that.
You do it, Matt, or what?
Would I do it?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd
We've
do
been
it.
pining for you since what, the second episode or
Hell
third
yeah.
episode?
Hell
do it.
yeah.
You
Hey,
came
I got
out
your
with-
word,
You
too.
came out with that instructional video. You're like, dude, Matt Lamb. Matt Lamb needs
That
to be the
was
coach.
sweet, dude. Straight
Nah,
up.
Yeah, we talked about Hinch and
I'm
Luno
sorry for
and all those
buzzing in.
guys.
What were y'all talking about right now? Select free agency?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Man.
Yep. We were talking about that. I forgot where we're at.
Somebody said, should 14U eliminate the AA and just play major?
Just all one classification?
Yes.
Yeah,
14U.
they should.
Yep.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, 14 and up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at that point. Yeah.
Because they're a couple of months away from playing high school. And
But
it
then
don't
what do you
matter.
do with the 14-year-olds that don't make the team?
Man, sometimes,
go.
you know. So you're talking
You
about
gonna lose all that money?
You're talking about a league
I'm talking
during the
about
season?
this
Or
spring.
what? No, just drop it, and every team just plays equal in 14U.
So you got Medina A and B team,
They
but
all-
they're gonna play.
Yeah.
They're all gonna play open.
Yep. When they go to high school the next year, what are they gonna do? They either
Okay.
play varsity or junior varsity.
Parents gonna be happy going one and done every weekend because they got to play open.
Yeah. Well, they got to learn it. They got to learn. Now, I'm not talking about the business side of it because the business side obviously comes into play. But as far as pure baseball is concerned, man, you got to be one. I think you got to be one. What do you think, Oscar?
I think at that age, yeah.
At
I mean,
that
might
age.
as well. But
Yeah.
like you said, if you're talking from the business side, it's
Yeah,
going to
from
be
the business side, they're going to try
You're
to.
running the tournament, dude. I want as many teams as I can.
Yeah, I
Of
mean, you're
course,
going
of
to take the
course,
money,
Of
but
course, yeah. We all would, and I'm pretty sure they're going to come up with a 14 single A, double A, triple
Yeah,
A.
see, 18-year-olds.
Hey, but you know what? Who was trying to do that league? Was that Roe?
I think Raul was doing the
You-
single A.
Yeah.
And
Was it for 13, 14U? I can't remember.
it was a wood bat tourney for 14, 15.
You know what? I never comes on, and you always get at least with the times that I've been there, and they show up and they try out and they stand out because they're just not advanced. Nothing against
Yeah.
them. We don't know their situation or whatever. But it's so if somebody could do that, I think one, they're going to make money, but two, for the kid, I think it would help the kid out because there's a lot of those kids that are being missed for whatever reason, man. I mean,
Didn't Darren send out an email last time?
is he
I
having
think-
one?
I think
Is that
last-
at the rack?
I think last week something about single.
Yeah,
A,
there's another single A
that he's trying to make a single
league
A.
over there in the rack.
But how old?
I think any age.
All
I-
ages.
all
I think
ages.
always,
Yeah, but you know what? They need to come up with the 9, 10, 11, and 12U for first-time players because there's a lot of first-time players because for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we want everybody to be good and all this and all that, but that's just not the case sometimes. So, you know, I think there's a market for that, dude. So somebody, I think Raul's trying to do that. Julio.
Yeah. Raul's doing
Raul?
one. Raul's doing one for the younger kids, and then he's
Okay.
doing a wood bat tourney for I think the bigger kids.
What is he calling it? Man, I saw it the other day.
I'll
He's,
look it
he's
up.
calling it something, man. But I think there's a market for that.
You think that's gonna eliminate Little League?
Yes, I think so. I was about to ask that.
Around here, yeah.
It'd be gone.
No,
It
it's
would
not going
be-
to eliminate.
oh, man.
Little League's
Not
always going
Pearland?
to be around. Little League's going to always be around because you get into that economic factor where you're only going to pay one set price. You know, everybody here at this table may be doing well, but there's a lot of people who aren't.
Yeah.
And so, especially with the inner cities, you're always going to get that. How much does it cost to play Little League now? What did Gilbert tell us? 2 something?
probably close to
225.
300.
220.
220?
Something around there.
Damn, was that at Pearland?
Yeah, that's apparently.
I know
so,
Easton was like $80.
Okay, yeah, and I think Dixie was somewhere. I don't know. It was something like that. But
You got to
so
pay
if you,
for All Stars too.
okay, but I mean, hell, but when you play for cities, you got to pay $2,000 a month. You want to know why Troy's riding in an Escalade?
And then half of y'all ain't gonna make that national team.
But yeah, so I don't think it's going to eliminate Little League because I think Little League's always going to be there. But I think the quality of play of Little League has gone down a little bit from when I've seen it. But I don't know, man. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Since you still live in Pearland?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I saw that 12U last year, the 12U All-Stars,
Okay.
let's say they're 11. let's say 11 of you All-Stars, but there was 12 of you. If your team went and played them, that Pearland team, y'all beat them 25-0. And y'all probably hit about 8 home runs. And I'm just saying 8 just because.
Mm-hmm.
How did those guys get any better over there? And I'm not disparaging the kids, but the level of play was just, I mean, night and day.
Yeah, but how many of those all-star kids at Pearland play select or play for Phantom?
Quite a bit. You know, I mean, they don't go. Most of it's fall, but you know, they'll play a couple tournaments I think during the spring.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We left after T-ball. The president at the time and me and the guy I was coaching the select team with at the time, we just had a falling out. You know, a lot of things we didn't agree on. So, but you know, the good thing about Little League, like you said, you pay one fee. You get a schedule in January. You know where you're playing at and the times and all that good stuff. But yeah, we just no.
Yeah. You know, one of the things when people are looking for new teams, coaches, how organized are coaches nowadays?
At the Little League select?
No, I'm talking about select. Are they organized? Are y'all organized?
I mean, I'm not, but the other guys are. Our team moms are organized.
How about y'all, Matt Lamb, over there at Hustle? Just talk about your team, because I don't know if you can speak on the rest of them. But organization, I listen. I have a big issue with select baseball coaches being unorganized. Okay, I don't think they have their shit together. A lot of them, they fly by off the seat of their pants, trying to figure out what they're going to do. They may have practice set, but they don't have tournaments set.
No, we've got our spring schedule.
You got your spring schedule already? You got yours?
Yeah, I mean,
we're getting ours next week.
We just got the ours.
Yeah.
Man, it's in the middle of January. I mean,
well, and obviously everything's subject to change depending on what
for
teams
sure,
sign
for
up.
sure.
But yeah, we're
Okay.
booked up till July.
so that's okay. So do you think, because everybody wants to give Darren crap about putting phantom teams in the in tournaments, right? How about the coaches who put phantom tournaments on the schedule? Because that happens. Have you been a part of any of those teams?
Nah.
What do you mean by that?
Okay,
Like-
so I'm going
like
to give
it-
you a schedule
Okay.
today through the whole year.
It says at the bottom,
At
subject
the
to
bottom,
change.
subject to change. Exactly. No, damn well you're not gonna make all those tournaments, man. So if you're a family, and you're trying to
Playing, yeah.
you're trying to play or trying to budget of where you're gonna go, man. That wild card in there, that doesn't fly, man. I mean,
Hey, 5-tool rule says, why y'all calling out Pearland like that?
we just
Who is that?
we just use Pearland because Oscar's
Is
from
that Mo?
Pearland.
That's Mo better out there.
Yeah, man,
That's
but
him.
I just don't. Man, my pet peeve is just select coaches not being organized. I mean, it's, I know a lot of people want to say high school coaches aren't organized either, but man, I tell you what, select coaches, I think they fit the bill on that. They just don't, just across the board, just across the board. And then don't even throw a fundraiser in there because that's just all jacked up. Hey, but one of the best. Y'all still do that fundraiser?
We haven't done it in a couple years.
That was pretty awesome.
Josh Davis has an organization, Davis Days, nonprofit. So but we pretty much just turned it into a fundraiser for that.
Okay. Because y'all used to do it with who? The Stingers or the what was it called?
What were they? Stingers, maybe?
Was it
I
something?
mean, we did it by ourselves, and then they joined in.
Okay.
But yeah, it was just. I mean, we made a little bit of money, but it was a good party and good raffles
That's
and
all
good
you need.
crawfish. So
Yeah.
but it was fun. Most of the time it was probably more of a hassle than it was worth. For what all we put into it. I think me and Josh and some other people lost money every year, but
Yeah.
it was fun. But letting it go under his organization,
And let's bring that up real quick. Not you specifically, but I know a lot of these coaches. I know parents when they're looking for teams. A lot of these coaches they foot the bill on some stuff, man. I mean, and that's one of the unwritten rules that nobody wants to talk about because you're always going to get on some teams. You're always going to get about 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 or 7 that claim they have no money, okay, or any spare money. Then you go on Facebook Friday, Saturday night buying buckets, but they have no money, right? Okay, so that's a different story. But as coaches who are footing the bill, man, you never get that money back. Never get that money back, dude. You don't get the money back, and you may get a thank you. You may get a hug. You may get a fist bump. I don't know. I mean, I've been a part of teams where I lost money. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I mean, it's a lost leader, to be quite honest. And to me, that I just don't think parents appreciate coaches enough. How about you, Junior? You been a part of a situation like that where you had to come out of pocket
Hell no.
for kids?
Hell no. Never. This is the way I see it.
Okay.
If you're playing select baseball, you know you got to put money up. Everybody knows that. And if you're not willing to put up the money, somebody else will. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen.
Well, it depends on the situation, man.
That doesn't
look,
happen.
if you have a parent that is really struggling, they come up to you and they talk to you, I'm pretty sure everybody on this table agrees we can work with something.
Yeah.
But like you said, if a parent is saying, hey, I don't got money, I can't do this, but they're out every weekend buying
They
buckets.
just dropped the kid off at
And
practice.
they,
already.
you know, they're buying buckets and they buying this and they buying that, you know, and then their kid's still using the same glove from T-ball and, you know, whatever. I think that's when their priorities should, you know, it's just, some people just, I don't know, man, they think different.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I just, one of the things about when choosing teams, I mean, you got to look at the whole thing, because don't think that some parents won't go to a team just because they can be helped in some way, shape, or form, whether it's financially, whether it's playing time, or picking up kids. I mean, do you have any kids on your team? Or you're on a new team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Does the coach pick up any of your kids?
Of what kids? Oh, like pick
On
them
the
up?
team, yeah. To go practice?
Nah.
No?
Man, they're spread out
No.
everywhere.
Yeah.
that team.
Are y'all really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where y'all from? Where y'all based out of?
Dow Park.
Dow Park. Yeah.
I don't even know where that's at. Where's that at? Oh,
Fort
that's
Canino.
Right,
oh, okay.
dude.
Canino, something like that. Yeah.
They're
Man, that far.
They're you practice at home and you just show up and do your tournaments. I mean, basically, it's like summer league ball.
They're
That's what they do.
they're just practicing for when they're 15, 16.
Yeah.
At
I mean, how many
10
guys
years.
you get at practice? 4? 5?
No, like 26.
At your practices?
26.
At Dow?
At Dow. 26.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're all
'Cause
over Houston. You're not all over the state.
No,
Oh,
it's the 10U
Okay.
and 11.
Okay.
You see, this 11 is the new team. It's not Troy's team. Troy's team, they're going to play 12 or whatever. But this is a new team. So, but yeah,
Oh,
they're all spread out.
Troy's playing up?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Man, I'm eating a cookie. I don't know why y'all laughing. Okay.
Oh, man.
All right.
Steve's in the loop.
I don't know, man. I
Man.
don't know about that. Okay. Well, they're going to have to play Oscar. Oscar going to beat them.
Well, here's a good question. If you guys, well, you've already answered it, but since if you didn't coach anymore and you were looking for a new team for H, what would you look for?
First thing would probably be local.
Yeah.
You know, I know some people do it. I don't want to drive 45 minutes to an hour twice a week. I think this age group, there's enough close by. I'm damn sure not looking for somebody that's going to win 100% of the time, because that doesn't exist. So just some decent coaching, good game reps, and
Now, you figure that out because you can handle the rest? If I'm talking as far as coaching is concerned.
What's that?
Well, so if H doesn't get what he needs at practice, you can handle the rest on your own time when you're working with him,
Yeah.
as far as coaching is concerned?
Yeah, I mean, we've always worked in the garage out in the street. We're fortunate enough to have the high school across the street. The football field's open, so twice a week we're always doing something.
Right.
But, yeah.
Yeah, that works out too.
I mean, I wouldn't want to play just from somebody sitting on a bucket and, anything like that. But, yeah, I wouldn't look too far into what he's being taught, because we're still going to work on it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let me ask you a question, because this is what I think breaks up a lot of select teams. The dad thinks they're a better coach than their select team coach.
Ooh.
And so what happens is that after practice, everything that the coaches teach them in practice goes away in the car when the dad tells you, don't listen to that, do this. What do you think about that?
I think they need to get on the same page, and not just the dad and the coach, but if they're going to somebody for a private lesson, right?
Okay.
You know, I think if they are going to somebody for a lesson, or the dad thinks he knows more, let's talk about it. And if we're not on the same page or can't agree, then, you know, maybe we got to figure something else out, because nobody's getting better by.
Because I think a lot of that happens now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it happens more than we think, even at the high school level.
Yeah, I mean, we don't care as long as they're not teaching squish the bug, and
Squish the bug.
we're okay.
Hey man, somebody wrote on the comments we need to get Matt a booster seat. Come on, man.
That's funny.
Then Frank just said, man, Lily heard me.
He could be on anyone.
Shout out to all my fans that just tuned in. Everybody running me to hearts. Yeah, I agree with you, Bobby. Nothing drives me crazier than a kid that doesn't have good equipment playing at a higher level, for sure. Hell yeah.
Does it matter?
Nah, but I mean, I guess what we're referring to there, like if you just don't have the proper equipment,
It's
you know
like
what I mean?
worn out.
Worn
old
out,
stuff.
or not. I guess I don't know. How do you guys feel about your kid letting somebody else use his bat? What about you, Matt? Oscar?
I mean, I don't mind it if it's during a game, but I don't want another kid taking 150 hacks off a $400 bat. That's true batting practice. So
It's true.
I would say no to both wood and aluminum.
What's up, Donnie? Checking in.
We just wouldn't do it at all.
I don't like. I don't want anybody else using Mason's gear. I mean, I bought it. I bought it for him.
How many gloves does he have now?
Him?
Yeah. Or is it you that collects them?
No, I collect them.
Oh,
I
okay.
have gloves. He's got a couple. His catcher's mitt and infield and outfield glove. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because every time I look, you got something new. I'm like, damn.
Man, I like gloves.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with
I
that.
like gloves too. How many you got?
I got like 17.
Oh, okay. Ooh, so you're almost catching up.
How many you got, Steve?
37.
Damn.
Yeah. A lot of them are given to me. They're not. I mean, but I
Like
have
glove, like all different kinds of gloves, or
yeah.
no?
I got a lot from Japan, South Korea.
Goddamn, got caught in
I have no Mexico gloves. I'm not a big fan of Mexican gloves. I'm not.
Why?
Yeah, Mexican glove.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
No, that's not meant.
Even for
What'd he
just
say?
Even for
That's
display.
not a match.
Like just
No.
for a display glove.
No, listen, I don't like it because they're too heavy.
Yeah.
And they're just not good. I mean, that's just my personal opinion.
I know. I agree.
You know, and
Patterns
then
are bad.
if you
Yeah.
play and you play in it and you get sweat and dirt on that sucker, man, now you're carrying around a 10-pound glove.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, somebody said Matt can thank his sugar mama for them gloves. Oh, that's your wife, I think. Oh, yeah, that's your wife.
That's funny.
Oh man, that is funny.
How come
Man.
I don't get the? I'm not getting updated like y'all.
Oh, that's on Facebook,
on
though.
Facebook.
Oh.
We're getting a lot of hits on Facebook. Shout out to Facebook, man. Popping.
Well, now we're like on what, 15 forums now?
So now, yeah, once
We're everywhere.
once we stream, we're gonna be on a bunch of other platforms at the same time.
Yeah, so it's all going to be simultaneously. So, so you could be looking at one, and
Gotcha.
you know,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, dude. So let's talk about before we go any further. Let's talk about the coaching, dude, and the parents. I'm not a big fan of parents trying to tell us to let coach what to do, although I see it a lot, and I see it a lot in the lower levels.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it's an epidemic down there, dude, and it's just. Maybe they know more, but if you know more, then coach.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I had this conversation 2 weeks ago with a friend of mine. He was because I came out and said I was going to go to Waco for the Texas convention, and he's like, "Oh, dude, I don't know why you're going over there wasting your time, man." He goes, "I'm a better coach than half those coaches over there." I said, "Man, no, you're not. No, you're not." I'm like, "Listen, it's real easy to coach on the weekends when you have." When you don't have anything else to do, when you don't have any, man, what word am I trying to look for? When you're just out there, okay? When you're a high school coach, whether you like your high school coach or not, graduated from college, certified to teach, he's got to teach. That's just how it is in Texas. He put in the time and effort for all that. So if you think you're better than that guy, then by all means, graduate from college, be certified, and go teach a couple of classes, and then come out and coach. Until then, man, your opinion of a high school coach, I don't want to hear about it.
There's a lot of responsibility, huh?
A lot of responsibility, dude. And so people don't look at that. So this guy tells me, "Oh man, I'm a better hitting instructor. I'm a better fielding instructor." Okay, cool. And he does his lessons, and I'm sure he does well. I'm not disparaging or disparaging what he does for a living. I just know that. I don't, he does what he does. But don't sit there and tell me you're better than somebody, but you don't want to do exactly what they've done in order to get into that position. That's it. Same thing with the select baseball coach and the high school coach. Though I don't think there's ever going to be a time where the high school coach and the select baseball coach are ever going to really communicate. We can all sit here and say, "Oh man, we're going to communicate." Fact of the matter is, it's never going to happen. Why? Because the select baseball coach thinks they know more than the high school coach, and the high school coach knows that he knows more than the select coach. So you're never really ever going to be right here.
Right here, yeah.
And so there's going to be an issue. What do you think to that? You're in close with the Clear Lake coach.
Yeah, but they just got a brand new coach. I never met the guy.
But how was the old one? Now he's at Parental now, right?
Yeah, he was.
How did he get that job? Did we talk about that the last time?
Yeah.
That might be a who you know kind of thing. Yeah, he was hard. I mean,
Oh, you know what? We were my bad. Okay, I know
Yeah.
how I got it.
as much as I know, he was.
Thank you, Junior.
Yeah,
The times that I met him, like he, super nice guy,
I'm sure he is.
super nice guy. But I know he was hard headed,
Okay.
and if things weren't done his way, then you didn't play. And unfortunately, I know there were a few kids that weren't going to play their senior year
Okay.
if he was still coaching. But I don't see him as a type that would be communicating with a select coach or a summer ball coach.
Right.
To be honest, I don't even know if he'd be out there on the phones trying to get his kids signed.
Well, I'm glad you bring that up because there's a big misnomer on that. There's only certain times that high school coaches can talk to college coaches. Select coaches can make a text, phone call, send an email any time of the year. But high school coaches can't do that. So while my friend is always bashing my friends who are high school baseball coaches,
Yeah.
they're only allowed a certain amount of time of when they can contact those guys.
Okay.
And so, like, if I wanted to talk to, I don't know, let's say U of H, okay, I can call them up or text them or do it whenever. And there's not going to be any ramifications against me. But if a high school coach does it, then there may be something to that because there's dead periods. And there's no dead period in select baseball. So, so that's why it's a little jaded when somebody wants to say that.
But wouldn't the college coach rather talk to the high school coach?
Yeah, but he can only talk to them a certain amount of time. Now remember, they're in season at the same time. They're in season at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, and so that's why for the summertime, the college coaches, they figured out I'm not going to go see high school games. I'm going to go to the big tournaments because everybody's there. And so, and then not only that, these coaches are actually getting paid to go to those tournaments now. I mean, they're not doing it for free. And so, if you're an assistant coach or you're the volunteer coach making no money,
Yeah.
and I'm going to
The
pay
number
you
three guy.
$500 a weekend and buy your hotel, you're going to come out to my tournament, right? I think, for $500 cash.
Come on, sit there and watch.
Exactly.
Man, we need a left-handed reliever. I'll come look at the left-handed relievers.
For 2 days, right? Just chill. Yeah, I mean, it's a business now. So, so I just think, as far as coaching is concerned, man, if you're a parent, this is just, and I've told you this, and I'll tell everybody, if you're a parent, just be a parent.
Yeah.
Just be a parent.
It's hard.
You know what?
tough,
It's tough, but your kid, not your kid in particular, Matt, but kids need their dad on that ride home. They don't need that dude berating them. I did it once for my son. That was the only time I ever do it. After that, I just stopped. I don't even coach my kid. My kid's not playing right now, but when he gets back up to playing, I will never coach him, dude.
I want to touch on that.
Yeah.
Do you think that changes, like, by age? And by what I mean by that is, like, me and Oscar, we're younger parents, right?
Mhm.
As opposed to, like, Oscar. I'm not saying he's old, but he's,
Yeah.
older than I am.
Right.
You think, like, mindset kind of, like, is different?
Yeah,
Like for the younger parents?
the mindset for the younger parent, yeah, because they don't know any better. And I'm not saying that in a bad way at all, because we all want our kids to do well. I mean, that's just it. But it's how you get to that point that's going to separate. And trust me, man, it's hard, dude.
Yeah.
It's hard. I've been in the car with my friends with their kids, and they think they're doing well, okay? But what's happening is they're driving this way, and they're telling their kid who's in the back seat everything they did wrong, and they're not looking at the facial expression back here and how he's taking that information, because you can only be right here and looking up here at the rearview mirror trying to see the expression, and you miss a lot.
Yeah.
That's just mine.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen.
I'm trying to change on that too, man. 'Cause
It's tough, man.
I'm bad on that, man.
I've done it.
I'm
It's
bad.
tough.
I'm bad
We've all
on
done
that.
it, dude. We've all done it, man, because you want your kid to do well.
Yeah.
I mean, you put in all the time and the effort and the work, and you think, man, maybe he should have made that play. Maybe he should have, but shit, man, it's baseball, dude. You're
Yeah.
not going to make every play. And then we get in the car, and then we dwell on it for 30 minutes. And in that 30 minutes, you're just talking, and they're just like, man, you lose them right there. So I think we got to get better as parents, especially dads. But I've seen some moms, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Who's worse?
I mean,
Dads are worse.
yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Dads are worse.
You think so?
I think so. On the car ride home.
On the car? Oh yeah, on the car ride home. Yeah,
Even at home.
yeah, even at home too. Yeah, I think dads are really bad.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
But I think younger dads are worse. Like you.
Yeah.
Nothing against y'all, but
No, I
y'all's
agree.
Age group.
I
Yeah.
agree.
But once y'all get older, y'all get better.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, y'all get
I
better.
took some advice from the Steve Medina baseball book. so now what I do, I wait till we get home and I drink a few beers and then I just chill. Like, hey, let's
Just
come
wait
and
till the
talk.
next day, dude. I mean, you're not gonna lose anything, and people are still gonna work.
Yeah.
But that ride home, man, it
The
makes a
only
big
problem is I didn't gradually like change it. It was like my like a flip, like a switch. I just flipped it, and then Jalen's like, what the heck? What's going on? You don't like me no more? And I'm like, nah, man. Chapter 2 says.
Yeah, but it'll work out, dude. Because
Nah,
trust me,
nah.
man, I've seen a lot of kids I've seen a lot of kids stop playing baseball because their dad and some of my friends, man, way better than me, dude. They just stopped playing because their dads. And back when I was playing, it was a lot different though. But man, they were just on their ass, and then they get to high school, man. Then the coach starts yelling at them, man. They don't want to hear that.
Hey,
They're done.
but sometimes you get those kids that kind of miss it. You know, like, man, screw it.
But you
Dad.
got to know who your kid is.
You know?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Jalen's like, man, come on, like, cause I told
Yeah.
him I'm not coaching you at the 10 level. Why not? Why? I want to be a dad.
But here's the funny
I want
part.
to be the Yeti dad.
Me too. I want to be that too. So here's the funny thing, and it's so when I talk to my son about baseball, I got to talk to him a certain way. But when I talk to my daughter about softball, it's a totally different conversation because she could take it a little bit more than my son can. Because my son, he'll just turn off. Oh man, I don't want to play. And then my daughter's like, okay, well, so I can talk to her. So it's just on the kids. So how you talk to Jalen now may not be the way you talk to Jace. I mean, just
Probably
two different
not.
personalities.
Well, I mean, you have a couple boys, right?
I do. Yeah.
So how did you do it? Did you change kind of like the way your approach?
Yeah, and that was probably in the past year or two. But I'd get on them pretty heavy, 7U, 8U, 9U, 10U.
I think that's everybody.
And then 11U, me and the coaches decided that Josh would get on my kid and I'll get on his kid, right? Like, not like the dads have any interaction.
How long that work?
Well, 12U, we just said, well, if they want to be idiots, they'll be idiots. Like, now we just laugh, and I think it's kind of worse because they're like, well, why are they laughing at me? Well, don't miss a ball.
Yeah, but it's hard. How about you, Matt? What do you do? What do you do? And the reason why I'm asking you because when I see your training sessions, I think they're really good.
Hey, you posted something about this too, right, Matt?
Did you? I don't.
Like,
Yeah.
weren't y'all fielding and then you wrote a
Oh
little?
yeah. The
Talk to
fielding
us
the other
about
day.
that, man.
So, Mason's pretty motivated. And this year, the past 2 years, he's kind of really taken it on his own. Before that, I think I wanted him to get there a little sooner than he wanted to get there.
Okay. Like all parents.
Yeah, and I was pretty heavy on him too. And it was, I learned, probably in the past 2 or 3 years, I've learned where the limit is. And if I go past that limit, then it's pretty much useless. Like me ripping his head off,
Yeah.
after a game or practice. But I've always told him, the only time I'm ever really going to jump his ass is when the effort's not there. It's the effort level. You
Right.
know, if he strikes out, he misses, makes an error, that's fine. But the effort level and then the body language afterwards is, and then how he responds to it, whether he's still engaged in the game, he's still supporting his teammates. And what I've started doing, and my wife has talked to me a lot, and she's helped, because I get real close to the situation,
Right.
and my wife's not around a whole lot because she does cheer with my daughter. so she gives me that outsider's point of view. But what we've started doing is everything I need to say to him, I say on the field after the game. And like once we leave that field and step in the parking lot, it's over. Like it's over. Like we're done. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah,
Was that hard to get to?
that was tough to get to. Yeah.
How long did it- how
even
long
on
did
the
it
ride
take
home
you?
because I'm like, man, I want to say one. I got one,
Right.
one more thing I need to say. And I usually say it the next day or the next time we go out or whatnot. But he's, you know what? But the accountability from him this year, starting 12U, where he comes up to me and say, "Hey, that was my fault. Hey, I should have gone out yesterday and done something, or, I should have slid differently, or, And so, I think seeing that from him makes it a lot easier for me. It makes it easier on me to just kind of
Back off
back
a little
off
bit.
a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I messed up, man, because I told Jalen, I was trying to be that hardcore dad, so I told him, I was like, I'm not your friend, I'm your dad. So like the other day I just took him to the park where we're just like playing catch and like fielding and stuff. And I told him, man, I enjoy spending time with my best friend. He goes, you're not my friend, you're my dad. So now he's like stuck with that. So I gotta do a little bit different with Jay. So I'm like, I'm your dad friend. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be different too. I mean, but you have to figure that out.
Frank the Tank. Frank's watching. Yeah, man, I'm tired, guys. 12 hours.
Yeah, but when I made that video of him when we went and did fielding, because we hadn't done fielding in.
Hey, how was the reaction to that video? I liked it. Did you?
How was his reaction?
No, how was the people's reaction when you posted it?
Oh,
I didn't.
Some people liked it, and some people were like, "Hey, you just need to be a dad," which
You
yeah,
were,
we do
though,
a ton
right?
of, we do a lot of stuff. We play
Yeah.
home run derby in the street with tennis balls and whatnot. But
I like that video. I thought I didn't see anything.
It was it was just one of those days where he showed up and was just kind of, I don't know if he said he wanted to go, and then when we got there, he didn't look like he wanted to be there. Yeah, so I was like, look,
We've
you
all
woke
been
me
there.
up. You said you wanted to go do this. I drove up here. I hauled all this crap out here. And then, I hit the first ball and you're going to back up on it. And
How hard you hit it? Be
I
honest.
don't want them soft.
Oh, okay.
No kidding. The first one right out the
Hey,
cannon.
but I like what Matt did, man, because a lot of parents only post the highlights and the good stuff. And Matt said, man, screw it. I'm going to go a different approach,
Yeah.
show kind of like how I do it.
I liked
So
it.
Big
I
ups,
liked
it.
man, for real.
I liked it.
It was good.
I thought it was real and I thought it was raw. I mean, and just people just want to post the good stuff on Facebook right now. I mean, because it makes everybody look better.
What'd Katie say? She was cool with it?
Yeah, she doesn't mind it.
Yeah, she's
She doesn't
cool.
mind that. No, she doesn't mind that. She expects his best effort too, and that's, we're a team on that. So we're investing the money, we're investing the time. The return on our investment is the effort level. So, we don't expect perfection. We don't expect him to bat 800, have 12 strikeouts a game or block every single baseball. But we expect him to try to do that.
Yeah,
know.
I'm agree with you.
And-
Effort's everything, man. Body language.
And he can't expect to do any of that if he doesn't practice it. That's the big key. So, you can't sit at home all day or sit at home all week. Then you got a tournament that Saturday and you haven't done the thing, and then expect that you're going to go 5 for 6.
That doesn't happen? Not even with Game Changer Dad?
Maybe I don't want game changer. I'd even take away some hits from him.
you seen that? You seen what we're talking about? Game changer, though, right? Y'all both seen it?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Oh, you were
Yeah,
there.
yeah, he was
Oh,
there.
you seen it? I know it's Karim. We've
Oh,
talked
yeah.
about that.
They
Yeah,
did-
shout
they
out
did-
the Houston Jackets 10U. Getting comments in there.
Yeah, so you take it. Yeah, no, man, it's just I don't know, man. It's just when you're a parent, I've seen some shit on like the high school level that has just been like unbelievable, man. And you would think that parents would step back from it, but man, they don't. They don't. And so what happens, I think they get so upset at the coach, but the coach won't talk to them. So the coach is only going to talk to
The kid.
the kid.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so they have all this anger at the coach for whatever reason. They can't talk to him. Coach not going to talk to him. So they direct it towards the kid. And that's never good. That's never good. And so you figure out the kid can either go good or bad. Most of the times they go good. Sometimes they go bad. But parents actually, especially dads, like you said, we need to watch what we say to the boys and girls too, because man, we may think if I tell my son, man, dude, man, that was a shitty effort. Now, depending on how I said it,
Right.
you know, my son would be like, okay, now I've heard that before. Or if he's not into it that day, he'd be like, man, or you never know how a young kid's gonna wake up, dude. I mean, hell, some days I wake up motivated as hell, and then some other days I'm like, man, I'm not trying to do shit today or do whatever. So we just got to figure out how the kid is. I mean, then go from there. But
all the kids are different too,
and you got to treat them all
they
different.
all respect. Yeah.
You got to treat every single.
But I think what I've seen is if you can build that trust with those kids, with each individual kid, then you can get on them. Even if they're soft, I think you can get on them. Yeah. Even if they don't take the same, like if you ride them too hard, they'll normally break down. But I think if they trust you and they think that you have their best interest, you take an interest in what they do, like even off field, that when you get on them,
they'll be okay.
Yeah, they'll be okay.
Yeah. No, but we have that with friends too. We have some friends that, I have some friends that call me and say, man, you sorry, man, you did this. And I'll take it from them because I like them and respect them. And I can tell them the same thing. So I think it's just like that with kids. The only issue so my friend tells me this. He said, dude, I treat every kid the same. I said, there's no way.
Yeah, you can.
There's no way. I said, there's no way you can do that. I said, man, that sounds good, but there's no way that happens.
You can hold every kid accountable, but you can't treat them the same.
Man, I'm with you, man, because
I don't know, man.
What's that?
I mean, this is another sport, but I think Bill Belichick's like that coach that's like, it's my way or the highway, right?
Okay, so if Tom Brady's late to a meeting, does he tell him anything?
I mean,
if the punter's late to a meeting, he probably gets cut.
We hear that. I mean, but
yeah, he may tell him something. But he's not taking away any playing time or money or anything like that. Yeah,
look, it depends on the player too. But I
all
think
good players are going to be given the benefit of the doubt. You see it in the pros right now. I mean, that's just, and if you're, so I was in the restaurant business, right? And so when I had like 60-something restaurants, my better GMs, they got the benefit of the doubt. My lower tier guys, man, I was looking to get rid of their ass. Just for what, I mean, bad food calls, it didn't matter, dude. I was ready. But the other guys, nah. But I think it's like that in everything we do now. I mean, especially players. I mean, your top players, your best shortstop, your best second baseman, if they make 2-3 errors, you keeping them there, or are you taking them out?
Trust them. You trust them over the next person you put in.
Depends on the team.
I think an argument can be made. You pull them?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Oscar? Or y'all don't play that at Sidious?
What? It's my
Maybe
first
you
time.
ain't paying attention. Get him out.
Cut his mic.
He's over there. Troy's texting. You better not see nothing about Sidious.
You better send me that money right now. I gotta pay them boys over there in Dallas.
You're not wearing the right Sidious cap.
I thought that was an Indians cap.
Oh,
Man, I was like, it's because I don't even know who Oscar roots for. Sometimes he's Astros, Red Sox, now Indians. I'm like,
We're going to get about 12 different hats for the season.
We brought that up, dude. We brought that up.
I know I was listening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Red Sox, man. Hey, they're going to get popped too, huh?
Yeah.
You think they'll get worse?
Cora is.
Probably Corey. Big
Cora's
time.
gonna be banned.
Now is Cora the guy responsible? Of
Him
even
or
for the
Belcher?
Astros, though.
AJ threw him under the bus today.
Oh,
He
yeah.
told him it was
Yeah.
Cora all the way.
Oh, I was driving the whole time. We
Yeah.
didn't really
He
keep
did.
up. You did?
Cora, he said Cora all the way.
Hey, but I respect Jim Crane, man. A lot of people giving him heat. I would have done the same thing. It's kind of like it feels sort of like the Antonio Brown thing with the Patriots. Like news came out and they're like, you know what, we're not playing that. Let's cut ties. Now, who do we bring in? Biggio?
Nah.
No? I mean, look, that team's good enough for one more year with everybody. You got to bring in somebody that's going to keep them together, man.
And you think Biggio's going to do that?
I mean, they love him.
Who? No,
Everybody.
the fans love him.
I mean, I'm sure the players in the clubhouse too.
Nah,
man.
I don't even think they know him. I mean, they know who he is because he's there and he works for the Astros, but they don't know him. Dude, there's a big difference between being a high school coach and a Major League Baseball
He
coach.
hung around with Jeff a lot.
Yeah, man.
Jeff who?
Look now.
Again, there's a big difference between hanging out with the GM and being a manager in the game.
That's true.
So who do y'all think comes in? Or are we
think
gonna
it's
do
be
it like
Joe
the?
Espada.
Are we
He's got to
do it
find
like
somebody
the?
who can follow the analytics.
Man,
Yeah,
if-
Joe
if-
Espada.
Hey, if these guys do the same thing that the Texans did and don't have a GM, dude, I'm out.
No. That's
I'm
not gonna happen.
freaking
That's
out,
not-
dude. What is
that's
going on here,
that's
dude?
not- That's not gonna happen, dude.
Now the Rockets are gonna do the same thing. They're gonna choke. God, I'm going through this Houston curse right now, man.
Right, and you know what? I'm glad you brought up the Houston curse because you're at game 7 for.
I'm
the
not
Astros.
going anymore. I'm calling
You're at
my
game
reps tomorrow.
7
I'm saying
this
no
year.
more season tickets.
You're
no
at
more
you're
nothing.
at game 7 this past year, and then you're at the Texans. So you're the common denominator.
Did you go to Boston last year?
No, no. The previous. Wait, yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
it was last year.
Oh,
Wait,
there
no,
you
but
go.
we won that game. That's the only game we
Doesn't
Yeah,
won.
we
matter.
sure did.
You were
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, you were there.
But we
You're
won
the,
that
You're the
game.
common denominator.
But we won
You
though.
jinxed it though. You
Yeah,
jinxed it.
go ahead. Stay as Kansas City Chief. Hey, listen.
Oh, yeah, man, I swear to God, bro,
Hey.
that was so crunk.
Listen. So I haven't watched. Has anybody watched MLB Network or
No,
ESPN today?
I haven't seen
Not
it.
I
today.
haven't,
Not today.
watched it because I've been busy. I'm okay with anybody talking about the Astros. I really am. But if damn A-Rod gets on there and starts
A-Rod.
talking, man, dude, I swear I may break my TV. bro.
A-Rod and Big Poppy.
Man,
What are you
them,
talking
them
about?
two cheaters right there, I'm sorry, man. They're the last people that need to be talking mess.
What'd they say?
No. I'm just saying I haven't looked at TV
Oh, okay.
because I was all busy today. But I'm sure when I go home, that's all I'm going to watch, right? I'm just saying I'm cool with everybody talking except A-Rod. He needs to shut his mouth.
You know what he's
Because
saying.
all of a sudden now he's Mr. Yankee. They don't even fucking like him at the Yankees. How you gonna be Mr. Yankee and the Yankees don't like Yankee fans don't like you? Come on, man. I mean, I'm just saying the truth, bro.
Andy Pettit, bring Andy. No, wait, he's working for the
Nah,
Yankees.
he's at the
right?
Yankees. Clemens.
Roger
dude.
Clemens,
Roger
bring him.
Clemens.
Another cheater.
Clemens. Man, it's 'cause
No,
I think
Pettit.
Oh,
Pettit.
Pettit admitted it.
Damn.
He admitted it.
Clemens
But he
denied
was
it.
recovering from whatever. You still did it, bro. You still did it. You still.
And he threw his buddy down under the bus too, didn't
Who's that?
he? Clemens.
Yeah, he did.
Bo Porter.
Damn.
We bring back Bo Porter.
Oh hell
Nah.
no!
You were
I don't
just talking
think-
about
And
it.
he had no players.
I don't think Gil will be happy. I don't know.
Gil.
Okay.
G.A. Avalo. No.
Okay, I'm glad you bring that up because when the Astros won the championship, they said, "Oh man, you got to give credit to Bo Porter." I'm cool with that, but you got to give credit to Brad Mills too before him, because Brad Mills played with a worse team than Bo Porter did, and people seem to forget that in Houston because Bo Porter's from Houston and all that. I don't know the guy; he may be a good dude. He was a MLB manager, so you know he's experienced enough, and he's probably done way more baseball than we have. But dude, you got to give Brad Mills credit, bro. What do you think about that? Or did you forget about Brad Mills?
We could toss him a little credit. As long as we can keep that trophy.
Oh,
I'm good with it.
when the Patriots turn in their 6 championships, we turn in our 1 World Series championship. I mean, that's just how it has to go, man. I mean,
How the hell did we lose every home game?
it wasn't working, man. Oh no, but they weren't cheating this year.
So did they. We shouldn't have won home field advantage.
Yeah, so that's, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but you know, everybody ready for the season? When y'all start?
We're going to start practicing in next
Troy,
month,
yeah,
April.
Troy don't stop, huh? Y'all gonna be practicing from here till November.
To December, probably.
Grind till you sign. that's the motto, man.
I like that motto. I don't agree with it, but I like it.
Come on, Dad.
When y'all start, Oscar?
Man, we're practicing like once a week for a few weeks.
Okay.
I think we'll play.
February?
No, I think we're gonna play in a couple weeks.
Oh, are you really?
But haven't got too hardcore with the practicing yet. So,
Okay.
But
How are all the kids looking?
I mean, we took a good 7-8 weeks off. You know, I think everybody for once finally put the bat down, put the baseball down. You know, didn't touch it. But
Good.
It's gonna take some work, but you know they'll get back to it.
What World Series y'all going to this year? Y'all gonna try for the elite?
I mean, we'll play the local ones or the.
Perfect game?
Yeah, it's still kind of up in there. You know,
Okay.
we did the. I guess it was last year we did the elite, and along with Alabama, did them both. So that kind of kicked our, you know what.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll do something.
If y'all go to Colorado, let me know.
Yeah,
I'm just
That's a Triple Crown, ain't it?
there's-
There's a Triple Crown.
there's a couple out there.
yeah.
How about y'all? Y'all got y'all's? Troy got y'all's schedule up?
Next week he'll give it out. We don't know where we're going to.
Bro, it's going to be February. This is what I'm talking about, unorganized coaches. Man, Matt, where y'all going for World Series?
Pigeon Forge,
Really?
Tennessee.
Smoky Mountains.
Okay.
Nice.
Heard good
Nice.
stuff about that.
That's for the
Y'all going to
Cal
do some
Ripken.
whitewater
Yeah.
rafting.
No more beaches.
What?
No more
Cabins.
bitches. What?
No more beaches. I've been to a beach every year.
Yeah, they
that's-
like
that's true.
money over there at
That's
Pigeon
true, though.
Forge,
They
don't they?
do. It's
They love
expensive.
money
That's
over there.
expensive.
Expensive.
Yeah, where y'all
Cabins are nice.
that whitewater rafting is even better. You're gonna love it out there.
Is
You
it
gonna take your
cold?
guns?
It's supposed to be cold.
Nah, when are you going?
July.
Nah,
Nah,
you're gonna be
good.
all right.
It'll be
Okay.
good.
Nah.
It's like perfect time.
Yeah, you're gonna be good. You gonna take your guns? You gonna?
Not if we fly.
Oh, you're not driving?
I don't know.
How far is that?
Is that 16 hours? 15 hours?
15.
Yeah.
Man, some of you Mexicans drive 19 hours to Guanajuato. Y'all be all right.
Hey, I was thinking that when I was driving back. I was like, man,
We drive.
the same drive down to Mexico.
Yeah. We'd have to break that up if we drove.
Yeah,
We got
you can
the
break it up, 8 and 8.
6-year-old.
Except
That's
for
more
me.
Vacation time.
Yeah, you can do that.
Hey, today on the way back, I said, nah, I'm going. They didn't think I was going to do it, dude. I did it. The thing said 12 and a half hours. We made it in 11, dude. I was like, Frank was like, dude, how fast are you going?
It was
Look at the
snowing?
Snapchat. Look at the Snapchat. Little Jeep was 88, baby.
80.
All day. We almost ran out of gas. We got to Dallas and we're over here like, screw Dallas. And I look down and it's like empty, like the thing's blinking. I'm like, dang. So that's what that comment was about, man. That was funny.
Oh man, that is.
We're playing
funny.
this weekend, though.
Are you already?
Frozen Road.
Oh, this is a Frozen Road.
We
right?
Frozen Road.
We didn't stop.
It's gonna rain, man.
We played 2 in December
Y'all played in December?
out in Beaumont. Yeah.
Damn.
Practicing every week. We didn't stop.
Man.
Love it.
We didn't stop.
Okay. Y'all gonna be burned out by July?
Possibly. I don't know.
Y'all going hard every 2 weeks or what?
I think so, yeah.
Y'all major now or what? We're gonna see y'all up
I
in the
don't
major.
know. I mean, we're scheduled to play opens. So,
Mhm.
That's good.
Can y'all beat Troy's team?
has 12U?
Yeah. /11.
I've never seen them. We should.
Call it. We're not
Set
gonna hold
up-
it against you.
set
Just
up a
people.
scrimmage.
We just we just got it on video and on airplay. I'm gonna call it for you. You're gonna beat him. Troy's gonna call me tonight, man.
He's going to want a scrimmage now. Let me get that text.
Oh man, we're just a regular team. Where's Troy at? Where's Troy at right now?
Meet us at Dow.
There was
Is he?
Brian. They were doing speed in the gilly.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hit him up on
Yeah.
my way home. I thought he was out in West Virginia or something like
No.
that. He's in town.
Yeah, flown out to Dallas over the weekend, didn't
Yeah, I wrote on his page.
What did he do? What was he doing? Practicing?
I thought.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know how the hell he got that picture from Dallas. It was like all clear. I was
Oh
like,
yeah, on the
screw
plane,
Dallas.
on the airplane. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a good phone. Got an iPhone 10. Maybe. So, who knows, man? Well, hopefully we'll see everybody out at the baseball field, man, and looking forward to a great season, man.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
weather's got to get better. Tournaments around the corner. Man, I got to drive. I guess we're playing at Big League Dreams all year. Man, that's a tough drive for me, man.
Who said that? Darren?
12U? No, 12U
Oh,
usually
so
plays out there.
Tough
Yeah.
drive. I mean,
It's
just get the
nice.
beltway.
That's convenient.
It's still tough.
That's nice for me.
That's real
Yeah.
nice. That's real nice.
You were like you could walk there.
You like Big League Dreams? The fields? Oh man, I
No,
think
no,
they're terrible.
not at all.
I'm glad I don't play.
I think everything from the moment I pay $12 to get in every day to the moment I leave is terrible.
Hey, that thing keeps on going up and up, man.
Yeah,
It was
what?
$3, $4, and then $8. I'm like,
We are talking about BLD?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
how much is the beer there?
I don't know, Steve. I don't drink. I'm coaching. I don't know. It's not bad. You know, the beer's cold, but it's just the fields, man. It's
I think they could be a lot better than what they are.
yeah, but the beer is cold, so that's a plus there.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Matt, you ready for the season, buddy? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. You're gonna let your son dip. Is it
Gotta
gonna
try to hide it
be
from
is it gonna be his choice or?
So he asked me, "Hey, how do you hit that thing with the can?" I won't be happy about it if he's in high school doing it, but
Okay,
you know,
but if he does, cool.
I don't know. I mean, what am I gonna do? It's not like I sit there and monitor.
Well,
him
he's probably not.
during
He's
the-
probably not going to do it right in front of you.
No, I doubt it. I'll probably see it on the field.
Well,
if he's playing
that
then.
first time when he's lightheaded and fixing to die, and he's gray.
If I walk in, and he's got to swallow it.
He's gonna be sick.
Shoot, these days the price of that may deter kids because that's
How much does a can cost now?
Almost $6.
Yeah, $6-7
Ooh,
bucks.
man,
Yeah.
you're better off smoking.
Man, I remember the first time I tried dip, nobody told me to spit it out. So like I put it in and I'm like, and then like I started feeling weird.
Oh man, that's the
And then
worst feeling.
I remember they asked me, they're like, hey, where you spitting? I was like, what do you mean? They're like, you're supposed to spit. I'm like, dude, I mean, you just gave me some, you know? Dude, I threw up. I felt like crap for like 2 days, so I'm never doing that.
Yeah, no, man. If you don't know how to do it, man, dude.
So now I just try to emulate it. So I put like sunflower seeds right here.
Yeah, or you can put gum.
Yeah.
I used to do the Levi Garrett with gum.
Wrap it.
Yeah, wrap it. Yeah,
Yep.
or Red Man.
Yep.
Yeah, not no more though. Not no more. I don't even do any of that stuff. But
Smoke?
nah, every now and then, social smoker. It's funny how have a beer in one hand. Yeah, I don't know how that works out. That's just me though. Maybe.
What about you guys? When are y'all starting?
Man, I don't know. We're pretty much just gunning for the summer.
Who's that with?
I can't tell you.
You haven't
You didn't break the news? Dude, let me
right.
break it for you. It's
I
the
ain't
Steve
breaking
Medina
none.
12U.
They ain't
Nah,
breaking no news.
I was barely gonna ask.
Nah, so I mean, we're practicing. Well, we only had one practice though, and so I think we're practicing. So you know what? I think we may be practicing tomorrow. I got to look at my group me.
At Sienna?
I
Y'all
turn-
practice at Sienna?
No, we're practicing at Baseball USA. I turn off the notifications to my group me because that sucker just said bing, 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 bing. Man, I don't. So I got Facebook, Twitter. I got everybody dinging. Dude, phone's going off all day. So I took group me off. That was the easiest
I
one.
know
for me
Junior
to
and
do.
I like doing it early in the morning. Right?
What happened? Oh, the
Just
group me?
talking, yeah. WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we're going to be designed to play in the summertime. So we may start in probably the middle of February. To be quite honest with you, let's see what happens there. You know, first tournament, we really don't do anything during the fall. I mean, we may play one tournament. We may practice, but you know, latter into November, December, when the weather starts getting somewhat bad here in Houston, man, we just shut it down. I mean, so you get that, and then you know, got to get kids in shape, man. I mean, you know, even though you tell them to work, it's easier to.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I work on the finger.
Yeah, it's easier to do that than go outside. You know, like we talked about earlier. So we'll see what happens. I mean,
Where y'all going? World Series?
We're going to the NYBC in New York and the Perfect Game in
Atlanta?
yeah, outside of Atlanta. I think it's Marietta.
Marietta.
Yeah, Marietta. Yeah, yeah. So that's where we're going to be going. And it's almost like back to back. So
New York one would be fun.
yeah,
That'll be good.
yeah.
They're a month apart.
Are they a month apart? Okay, cool.
When is that?
When is it? July? Latter
July,
part? Middle of July?
PG's July 12th through 16th, and the NYBC's July
20,
20th
26?
to 26th.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I do remember. So we'll be in there. See what happens, man. There's a lot of good teams in all those tournaments. So I saw the list for the Perfect Game on that one.
Mhm.
Man, they got a lot of teams, man. I don't know where
Yeah.
they're gonna put all those teams at. I mean, I'm sure they will because I mean,
Those are USA bats too, huh?
no, Perfect Game's regular.
Is it?
Yeah. Y'all gonna play any USA baseball tournaments? I know they're trying to come down to Houston, but I don't think they have fields.
I would
Just
love
like NCS, they don't
I
have
would
no
love to
fields.
play a wood bat tournament. I think that'd be cool. I think 12U is a good age to play wood bat tournament.
Yeah, we use wood bats when we went to play the Futures.
Oh,
in,
yeah, I saw
North
that.
Carolina. Yeah, because man, if you're not ready with them USA bats, man, they're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think their sweet spot's about that big, dude. I mean,
Maybe.
it's
So if you hit a shot, that means you got it on barrel. Like you got it on
dude.
barrel.
When I tell you this, so you're playing on like dirt infields, right? And so you can literally have your center fielder not
Yeah.
to. I mean, because the
20
ball's
feet
not
behind the
going.
bag.
The ball is not going anywhere. I don't care who you are, how far you think you can hit the ball. You're not hitting it at all. And so, you know, the first couple of games you're playing back, and you know, after the first game, you're like, and you know, So your outfielders are like, nah, I'm good. Nah, come on up, right there behind the dirt. I mean, it's almost comical.
Yeah.
And so, but you got to make that adjustment, dude. So, so we'll be going there, and then hopefully we'll see what happens after that. But I'm sure we'll all be seeing each other at the parks every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Some more than others. I'll be seeing Oscar all the time. And maybe we'll have Gilbert go out there in this tight shirt.
Tight shirt.
Gilbert, he's out there. He's out there with Hustle.
Yeah, he's out there with his.
With his 14, 15?
I think he's a freshman, right?
Yeah, he's a freshman. Yeah, so he's out there. He's the only dude out there probably wears an XL wearing a small. You can't miss him. Am I lying?
I ain't seen him.
Yeah, and he's usually getting kicked out of the game too. So you got to go early to see him. He gets kicked out quite a bit.
Is that the Phantom coach?
Was he at Phantom?
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, he
for
was.
his middle boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sponsored by Under
Like
Armour.
him. Didn't he share y'all's cages? Didn't he rent the cages from y'all?
No,
The
he had a
facility?
set of cages in Pearland,
Yeah.
which I think then
Yeah.
ABC took it over, right? Yeah. So that was probably we were all 7U, 6U,
Yeah.
7U.
What Phantom team was using y'all's cages? A couple years ago.
That could have been them. That was back 10U, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was them.
Yeah, he's out there. You ought to meet him. He's a good dude. He's a real good dude. So, anything else before we go, Julio?
No, y'all good?
You sad about the Astros or what? I'm still an Astro fan, baby.
Yeah, I'm still an Astros fan. He'll kick in later, but
Still
we'll
an
be all
Astro.
right.
And hey, so like I said, in the blink of an eye, the Astros became the Raiders of MLB.
I don't get that though.
What do you mean you don't get it?
How'd they become the Raiders? We don't suck.
You don't now. You don't now. You're the Raiders
Got
of the MLB.
Death Star looking stadium though.
Yeah, it's a
Nah,
nice ass
I
stadium.
did tell Steve. He said I get the bottom of the barrel
Nah,
tickets.
he ain't going. He ain't
Hell
going.
nah.
He
He's
ain't
giving me
going.
the
He
best
ain't
ones.
going. He ain't going.
I want to go see the Chiefs, baby.
Talking all that mess.
Oh,
He won't even go to a preseason game.
no.
Not with me. Not with
I
me.
need to knock out that stadium, with or without you.
I won't be there, so
It looks pretty
I mean-
cool. I just recently saw the renderings for it.
yeah. It's, the
It
best.
looks like
it's gonna be the best stadium in the NFL.
You ever seen what's that movie, man? Aquaman. You know, like the
No.
Manta. No. Any of our listeners? All right, that stadium looks just like that damn robot.
When's it
thing.
gonna be done?
Well, their first game, the first game that's going to be played there, I think, is UNLV. I think it's in late August.
Where your tickets at?
300? 300 section, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Club level. Club level.
You sitting with God or what?
It's club level, dude. What do you want me to do?
300. Oh, yeah. 300. Yeah.
Yeah. From the guy who don't have the tickets, but it's club level.
I
Yeah.
told you I'm not buying tickets for Texas no more until we get rid of Bill
Look,
O'Brien.
look, look.
Frank the
at
Tank
this.
said
Nah,
Vegas,
look at
baby.
this dude.
Frank the Tank said Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas,
it's
baby.
'cause
I'm down.
We were talking about it. We were
Did
cheap.
you buy that there and bring it home for him?
Which one?
the cheap.
Oh yeah, hey, come show it off. Look at him, Tyreek Hill, baby. We're not playing around in this household.
He was just wearing a Hopkins shirt.
Yeah, he
just
was.
I was wearing it.
Jay, come show it off, man. Let everybody know who we're rooting for now.
Lord.
The real number 10. Nah, I'm
Oh,
playing. I'm
my
not gonna
God.
disrespect Hopkins like that. But Jesus Christ, is Tyreek Hill fast and,
Yep, he's fast and
Nicole
versatile.
Hardman. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Quick.
Fast.
But yeah, definitely we gotta go. We gotta go there, man.
Yeah. Well, we'll end up going there. Oscar, anything before we leave? Not the first Oscar
Nah. We'll see everybody at the field, man.
at the
Hopefully.
field.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all gonna be playing in Dallas a lot or what?
No. We're a local team.
Okay. All right. Oscar, anything before we go, buddy?
No, man, it was fun, man. Appreciate y'all having me out. And,
Good. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming out. Matt Nam, anything you gonna take that Astro gig or what?
Do it.
They offered it to me.
Do it.
No, I'd say
How much you think they pay for that gig?
Half a mil, maybe.
Nah, it's not
more.
that much.
no,
No.
maybe 200, 150,
Shit.
200,
Yeah, it's,
That's
somewhere
player,
around there.
though.
Yeah, but you don't. I mean, you're just chilling.
150, 200. Yeah,
Hell
You
yeah.
just got to throw
Got
front
200?
You just got to throw flips.
Shit, let's do it. I'll campaign, bro. I'll campaign for you.
Yeah, you should, dude. You
Straight
should.
up.
Do it. Do it.
Well, we got to get him the interview first.
Yeah.
You up to it?
Yeah. Give me a sit down. With who?
Don't worry about it, dude. Well, shit, they don't have a GM, so you're gonna have to wait.
Let's just go chill outside of Potente, that bar, Jim Crane out there, just
think
with a sign.
That's a nice
looking for-
restaurant. That's
yeah,
a,
I've
that,
been
that's a
there.
nice
It's
restaurant.
nice.
Yes.
A lot of it is a little bit upscale, but that's where you want to go.
Before or after the game?
It depends. I like to go after.
Okay, so do I.
Where's
So
that
do I.
at?
It's like literally right across the stadium.
Oh,
It's
in
Jim
the
Crane's
corner.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Eventually, he's just gonna own that whole
block.
right around there. He's just gonna own it if he doesn't already, because I think they bought that spot where the house is at.
Yeah.
I
They
think
also that other restaurant. I think it's also his. I forget. It's got the O name. I don't know what it's called. It's
Okay.
like in the other corner. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I've never been to that one though.
Yeah, that
but
was
I've been-
okay. I had fish there, like a salmon. Okay.
Well, hey, listen. So thanks for everybody. Sorry, bad news about the Astros. We're not giving anything back. Not giving anything back. So hope to see everybody. Thanks for everybody turning in on this. Is it the worst 24 hours in Houston sports history?
That was rough.
Would have been the worst.
It's pretty rough.
I mean, if not, shoot.
It's pretty
Yeah,
close,
it's-
right?
It's got to be, yeah.
just because the Rockets ain't playing today, nah, man.
Man, somebody guard Harden, man.
I'm still waiting for the Philip Bill O'Brien, like
You
alert.
think, you think he gets
You think
fired?
it happened?
They're not gonna
It's
fire
not
him.
gonna
Bill
fire him,
O'Brien's
dude.
like the uncle you don't like,
They
but he's
made-
gonna show up
they made
and
the-
the
they
family
made-
parties at his house.
Hey,
It's just
hey,
the way.
that's what we thought about Jason
Hey,
Garrett.
Hey, I think he's gonna get fired.
They made
think
the
so?
they made the playoffs. He's
Look,
not
we're
gonna get
talking
fired.
about it. They'll probably
They
move
did
him
make
up
the
to
playoffs. He did
to
just.
vice
He might have
president.
done just. He might have done just enough.
Just enough to keep his job for another year.
Hey, before we go,
I'm
man.
calling it. He's gonna get
Hey,
fired.
give a shout out to that Super MLK tournament going on in Cali this weekend. I know Darren's taking like 12 Team Texas
Okay.
teams from there, so give him some love, and we'll be out there, so it should be fun.
Are you going out there this weekend?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Hope y'all win. Who you
Oh.
playing with?
MVP. Oh, Jalen is not me.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck, Jalen. Hope you lose.
Well, look, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Chief.
He's a lifelong fan now.
Dude,
Oh man,
I learned their whole history
Oh,
while I was
man.
there.
Well, thanks for everybody showing up. Go ahead, Matt. I'm sorry.
One thing I gotta say, coaches, thank your wives for allowing you to do it, because they take care of a lot when we're out at the field.
It's true.
So, wanted to get that in.
Were you in the doghouse last
Man,
week?
Hey, just because your wife's watching, right?
When I put one in the bank.
Me and Junior had that conversation. Not Junior. Me and Oscar had that. Me and Oscar had that conversation. We'll talk about it afterwards. But yeah, no, but you're right about that because
That's. I mean,
you know, a
that's,
lot of stuff gets done.
That's the reason I'm organized.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If she wasn't on top of my stuff, then
Then some.
I wouldn't be there.
Okay. Okay. There's a lot of apps for you to get organized, not just two.
I
Just
got a
let you know.
group me app, then I miss half of it.
I'm with you on that, man. But on that note, hey, want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you for tuning into the Wind Up Podcast. Join us on Wednesday for the check down. At what time, Julio?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. I'm sure talking about Texans, talking about youth football, talking about this game that we're trying to watch, LSU and Clemson. But for Julio Ramirez, Junior Aguilar, I'm Steve Medina. Thanks once again to Oscar Barron from Sidious, Oscar Morales from Texas Hooks, and also to Matthew Lamb from Hustle. Thank you guys for coming in. We'll see everybody at the ballparks, and have a good night, and we'll see you next week.